Speaking of which, I am really sad about Tuesday. I'm sorry that I've had like an off week,
It's okay.
so pretty
Don't
much.
worry about it, dude.
I was
Honestly, like,
Alright.
I was gonna be like Viking, like I was gonna be like, "What are you doing, the Viking? I will kill you."
I think
Alright.
you'd be.
We're back online, and so far it's looking good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Brian, you'd be as pissed off as everyone else with the cliffhanger I left on.
Oh yeah, fuck you.
Ooh, actually, maybe I'll come in as a villain in the next one, or
Please. Please don't. Please don't.
a llama.
I love how Mitch goes, hmm.
I think the bed is slightly proud of me for leaving on a bitch ass cliffhanger.
That sounds familiar. I've done that a few times.
Oh, by the way, Ben, you're supposed to find a hat. Apparently it's hat day for this stream.
Okay.
If you don't wear a hat, you automatically have disadvantage for the whole game.
Not like any of our roles are going to be any different.
I only have one hat, so. Yeah, you guys-
Oh, Bridget's
Technically, when you're using a pussy as a disguise, isn't it a beard?
He's just so content up there.
He's sitting there.
very confused.
And no.
I don't think he can physically move from that position. He's like, I am fat.
That needs to be like a custom skin in Among Us. I haven't played it still. I've only watched, but
If you make a Leo, I will buy one.
Look,
Fucking
I have
kid-
only watched Markiplier play it, but I want to play it.
yeah.
Alright, Kitsune wants to stream it, I think, so he got it recently, so we all have to play now.
Yes.
And all of us be on call during it.
I'm so bad at that kind of game.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's basically
Among Us.
like Clue in space.
Among Us.
Oh, yeah, I played
Like,
them.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Or werewolf.
Or werewolf, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Except for with tasks.
Yeah. Alright, are we on the internet now? Yes, I think we are. Hi, everybody. Oh, yeah, my camera's over here now because I have my GoPro set up. Welcome to this week's episode of Kingdom Chronicles. I am turned to page 394. Here with MN Chief, Bridgie Lee, Aki Obsession, Alpha Hannah 5311, Bart of the Midwest, Brian T, Bryce Ossiles, and Bit of Might. We are here for episode 37 of our campaign. 40. That's how we're gonna start it off. It's gonna start off. Anybody know how many days it's been? I lost track. 43.
43!
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be in a few weeks. We got some announcements to roll through real quick. As always, this is a movement, not a moment. Make sure you continue to support Black Lives Matter by signing petitions, talking to your local government and the federal government. Make sure you are registered to vote. It is election season. Kansas recently had their voter registration day, so if you're in the state of Kansas like me, make sure you are registered to vote. We should be having those mail-in ballots coming in pretty soon. Make sure you actually know how to fill out a mail-in ballot. I have posted in my story on my Instagram all the mistakes that could be made on a mail-in ballot that you can easily avoid. So, if you're not going to the polls, if you're going to do a mail-in ballot instead, please do your research so your ballot will be plausible and readable and shit. Make sure they can read your handwriting. Fill in the bubbles. We all went through exams when we were in high school. We know how to fill in bubble sheets. So yeah, make sure you're supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. Make sure you are registered to vote because it's election year and your vote does count. Yeah, Kate Sune, thank you for posting to vote.gov as well as our link tree at Kingdom Chronicles. That's where you can find the Black Lives Matter movement card. For all those resources that you can access. We also have other resources on there, such as our GKC Teespring shop, where you can get masks, t-shirts, prints, pillows, coffee mugs. We are currently working on some new merchandise right now. Newest merchandise that should be coming soon is Leo is God t-shirt. As you know, Leo is God. And he's also Bridget's cat. She's about to show you right there.
There is God.
That is God, right there. He is about to become official merch, so be on the lookout for the new Leo is God merch coming to a Teespring near you. Other stores that we share are Sarah Society 6 store, where she uploads all of her photography to. You can get it in furniture, you can get it as a bath towel, you can get it as a mask, you can get it as a notebook. She has a wide variety of options for you to choose from and a wide variety of pictures for you to choose from as well. So please go check out her store. You got anything new this week?
I do not have anything new, but I do have confirmation that any print that is able to be put onto a giant blanket will make it on that blanket without pixelating at all. My mother just bought one that fits a queen size bed. No loss of quality whatsoever. So I'm very happy right now. I'd never known anyone to actually get one that large.
Yeah. Winter is upon us. Oh my god, Brian.
The only hat I own.
It's so much better that you put it on top of Zink's wig. Like, so much better.
It's Zink's hair. Zink's wearing the hat.
Yeah. Yeah, so make sure to check out Sarah Society 6 store. Go support her, please. Another store you can check out is Bridget's store, where you can buy some Queen Bee merch. That was a part of her 50K on TikTok milestone. You can get it in bottles now. Get yourself a water bottle. So you can get a water bottles, t-shirts, sweatshirts, or the whole shebang. Please go check out her store and support her. YouTube channels. We have 3 YouTube channels that we update regularly here. My channel, where I upload the VODs for Kingdom Chronicles. Sarah's channel, where she uploads our bi-weekly sessions of Humblewood. Next Monday is our next session, so we'll have an episode up by Tuesday, most likely. And then Ben, he uploads 2 times a week for his Let's Plays. What was your most recent Let's Play this week, Ben?
But it's actually We Happy Few. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a
Good
fun
one.
game.
Yeah, I've never played before, so I have no idea what to expect, and I'm loving it so far.
Expect a trip.
Fucked. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazingly fucked.
Alright. So make sure to go check out Ben's YouTube as well. Subscribe to both Ben and Sarah. Click the bell to get updated when they upload. And if you are subscribed to me, I do upload VODs every Monday. So I heard Booker. The sun is being loud. I upload the VODs every Monday, and the Gary bot that is a part of our Discord lets you know when the VOD is updated, as well as when we go live on Discord, which I think it should have messaged all us about 3 minutes ago. Yes, it did. We do have an official Discord. Discord link is a part of the link tree if you want to join the MB1, the Citizens of Gem Kingdom. Join our Discord today. Chat with other viewers, chat with the cast, share memes and all that, share conspiracy theories. Please be active. We're trying to keep this Discord as active as possible. And we always have our other social media in Kingdom Chronicles on Instagram and Facebook, as well as GKC_D&D on Twitter. I usually just post when we're going live on that one. We don't really use the Twitter that much. But we have it if you ever want to, like, share art or something there, or to the Instagram. Announcements that I'm missing. Mitch has a Twitch! Go follow him on Twitch. He's going to be streaming more often, even after the technical hiccups we've had last week. He streams other content on there. We're trying to get him to get a new laptop soon, so that he won't have those hiccups. So that Slobs isn't a bitch to him.
I'm currently going to be trying to redo, or at least pick up where I left off on Doom Eternal. And I will try not to break my controller. And then, so that's on Single Player Sundays. I will be streaming other stuff with other bunch of friends as well. That will be random games that we'll feel like playing at the time. So just keep an eye out for it.
Mm-hmm. And last Twitch stream for us to share is JM Kitsune. He is our moderator here and a really close friend to all of us. And he's supposed to be the person who keeps us supervised, but he just likes to instigate trouble. Make sure you go follow him on his Twitch. He usually streams before I do, and he streams almost every day. So follow him on Twitch. Keep up with his streams and stuff. He does join us every Wednesday for Rabbit Hole. So if you want to actually interact with him and with us at all the same time, watch us Wednesday nights. And he is one of the moderators on the Discord, as well as AJ. Also, AJ, we love you so much, buddy. Mwah. We love you. We love you, bitch. You ain't never gonna get rid of us, bitch. Alright. I have one last personal announcement before I'm done for the night. Kitsune, if you could share the GoFundMe link for that. I have a really close friend. Her name is Jessie. And her landlord is a dick. So, Jessie had a baby not too long ago. And she's currently the only one in her family, between her and her boyfriend, who still has a job during this pandemic. And their landlord decided to raise rent on them. They are behind and facing possible eviction by the end of the month. They need to raise $2,000 to pay off rent, so that they'll be good for the next month. They are up at around $458 right now. So if you guys can, at least maybe donate even $10 to the GoFundMe. If you can't afford it right now, at least share the GoFundMe with your friends and family. Jessie is one of my oldest friends. She's my fucking treason buddy from Seven Seas War. And the fact that her landlord would want to kick her boyfriend, and her newborn baby out on the streets during a fucking pandemic pisses me off. So, if you can, please help Jessie with the rent. Hopefully their lease ends soon so they can move out of that shithole anyways. That is it for my announcements. Any last minute announcements before the ritual?
Just going with Humblewood. There's a high chance that we'll actually be able to stream it live on YouTube this week. I think I figured it out, so that's possible. So, barring any Sarah needs to get a Internet for Dummies book moments, we should be able to stream it live. And that's all I got.
Yeah. Anyone else? Most of you notice we're all wearing hats or tiaras tonight because I demanded it. I got my new pirate hat that I decorated, so I want to look cool tonight. I think if that is it for announcements, Hannah, it's time for the ritual.
Okay, I have 2 announcements before my ritual.
Oh shit.
So, first one is that if you guys follow me on TikTok, I do lots of cosplay on there. We're currently doing Seven Seas War. We're bringing it all back, which is super awesome, and I'm super excited about it. I'm so glad that everyone's a part of it. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to be posting. But I'm going to be coming up with a new cosplay tag soon, hopefully sometime in October, where it's going to be called #Crowns of Legend, where people are waking up and realizing that they are the descendants of great royal legends like King Arthur and King Richard or Alexander the Great, and all around the world as well. So if you guys want to follow me on TikTok, you can. So that'll be fun. Second announcement. I'm working on the first episode for Pandora. So when it's not Humblewood, Pandora should be up and ready to go for all of us to play. So yeah, I think we're playing Humblewood this week, right?
Yeah.
This upcoming week. Yeah.
This
so
Sunday.
Next week, get your butts ready.
Yeah. And I'll make sure, hopefully, Streamlabs isn't a dick by then, so that we can stream it. Because I can upload the VODs to my channel for it.
Cool.
So excited.
Yeah, that is that. Yeah, that's that for my 2 announcements. Now here comes the love.
Oh shit, she had to take the crown off for this.
Yes.
And there's the blanket.
Yeah, there he goes. There she blows.
I love you. I love you guys. I love you all. I love you all so much. You guys are great. You guys are fantastic. Y'all look good. Y'all got great asses. Y'all are smart. Y'all are capable. Y'all are talented. Y'all are amazing. Okay? I see you. I mean, I can't see you right now, but I can see you. I love you. You're fantastic. You're driven. You got perseverance. You've been made with care. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. So are you. You're amazing.
Alice
Don't
just
ever
walk in.
let anybody tell you otherwise. And what do we say to the self-doubt goblin?
Fuck you, I have a great ass and I'm not afraid to use it.
Thank you.
Did Alice just walk in?
Yes.
Hi,
With a
Alice!
message. Love Bomb Part 2.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Fantastic. You all have worked so hard to get here, and you are where you are for a reason. And there's not another place that you should be at the moment. There's nothing else that you could be doing better right now. This is where you are meant to be, and you are doing so much just where you are right now. You are influencing the world and influencing your circles and beautiful people all over the world. So keep doing what you're doing. You are doing exactly what you have to be doing, and you're amazing for just being you. That's it.
Ow! I just
I
took
did not.
over 9,000 emotional damage from that.
Come here.
I did not consent to the double whammy of love.
I love this bean.
I don't even fit the camera.
That was not the
Fine.
non-con I was looking for.
Alright, you guys have fun.
Alright, see you, Alice.
Hi, Alice.
Alright.
Get tattoos.
Alright, I think that's it for announcements. So, without further ado, let us dive into tonight's episode of Kingdom Chronicles. Ba-da-da-da-da! Ben, you have the internet.
It's true.
You've got
so,
the power!
I remember I made a note here for funsies, bag of colding.
It's for the white wines!
Oh my god, I'm the legit. I think I'm just gonna like make that a legitimate in-universe thing. I think it's only going to be like specifically for wines, but yes. Or I guess other small bottled beverages.
It's a bag of wine fridge.
The portable wine cellar.
I've never seen Sarah so happy.
Life, wine is fucking life.
So,
You've seen my kitchen. Don't go there.
true. So many wine. So many wine. So, previously on Kingdom Chronicles. I don't know. Okay, we.
Shit went down.
Yeah, emotionally at least.
We had some good kind of just stuff with everybody. We had a couple of brief flashbacks to revisit a couple things we just didn't have time to do last episode before like the last shot. So Deer and Sierra had like a nice moment like together, just kind of discussing some stuff, including like some stuff from the forest memories and things like that. Drax got to visit the Temple of Thor and got some information on like where to find some of the regalia and like what's a good place to start looking. And Isla had like a little mini like moment. I don't know if I want to call it a moment, but just like a little mini, just like, hey, what's up with Thor? I don't know. And Drax got her a very nice red dress. Zinc and Florma had a little bit of time together when Zinc gave Florma the scroll he bought. And was saying that he has some ideas to run by everybody for to help Isla potentially. And Florma was showing off his fabulous new armor. It's fabulous because it's on Florma, like we all know this. He just accepted this as fact. Devotion did not have as good of a day and was in his room looking over some of the maps. The map of Moonstone's kind of vague, but Diamond and Black Pearl a lot more detailed, so he has a pretty good idea of how to get around those places. Sierra and Dira did dinner and had like a couple of little things back and forth. Everybody did end up showing up for dinner after a bit, including Isla in her new dress and Devotion after being prompted by Dira to come downstairs. I don't think anyone yet has picked up, like even by the end of the episode, I don't think anyone yet has picked up on the fact that something is wrong, except Deeren, who already had an idea that something was wrong. So, yeah, at least that's generally what I've got here.
I had a conversation with him about it.
Huh?
Sutha had a conversation because she picked it up.
That's it. Yes. Thank you. I was like, somebody. I thought, but so yeah, Arakio really liked the dinner, which was good. It was very tasty. It was mama spaghetti.
Yeah, literally mama spaghetti. Sierra used her mom's spaghetti recipe.
Ay.
Ayy.
Do, 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 do. That's right. Yes, Sutha does have a conversation with Devotion about that something is up, and he doesn't tell her like specifically, but kind of implies it like, yeah, I'm not okay, but I'll manage. And he does mention that like his birth family has been seen, so he's kind of like dealing with that to kind of be like, that's what's wrong and nothing else. Drink. So
Sorry, I just broke Hannah.
what happened?
Check the group chat and you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it popped up on my Twitch.
Oh my god.
It's true. Okay, back to the game. Sorry.
Okay.
Shut up, Alice.
In the morning, an intern arrived with, literally an intern, arrived with payment. So everybody got what they had been paid for and received the news about something shady going on in Moonstone. There was, and just before that, Sutha gave Sierra the salve that she had made to help with like brands and stuff. And after getting the news about Black Opal and the money that you guys were owed, the news about Moonstone, Deeren did some quick messaging with the Sending Stone to kind of get y'all some leeway so that you could then get Arakio back to Black Opal. But Sierra did the thing that she hates that Deeren does and just vanished without a word to go get her tattoos because she's not feeling good. Which Arakio kind of recognizes the behavior, like, I did that as a youth. Interesting. So Sierra is currently in the process of getting her tattoo, which will take a little while the guy, chants and channels and all that shit. And the last shot was of the people in the party kind of going around doing their things. And then a shot of a congregation healing a bad wound with a flash of red and green light on a single person, and the person doing the healing had a moonstone ring. So, yeah.
We're just killing Hannah in the group chat right now because I sent an Among Us meme. I will post it in the Discord later for anyone who's wondering.
So Sierra's occupied getting that done for a bit. So Zinc, I think you had mentioned last time that you wanted to go talk to the Royal Mages. Is that right, Zinc? I thought so.
I want to go to the library / Royal Mages, yes.
Okay, 2 separate places.
And also the Arcane Academy.
Right, Arcane Academy is where like you can go to the library and can talk to people that like teach classes on magic, but the actual Royal Mages are in the castle.
Yes.
So which one?
Both. Castle first is fine.
Okay. Fair enough. Did anyone want to go with? I think you were taking Arakio with you, I think.
And I was following them.
Fair. Okay. Let me close this door since we're here. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, so and Deeren, so you guys are all gonna go to talk to the Royal Mages. There we go. I can say words. I guess at least attempt to, because I guess you technically don't know if they'll receive you yet, but you're gonna go try. But yeah, sorry, words, things, brain. So you head up to the castle. The grounds are white and sweeping. The sun is shining. It's a relatively nice day out. and everything is just looks nice, which kind of belies the fact that you know that shady shit be happening all over the place. But at least here it looks pretty. Uh, so as you guys are heading up to the front, you've of course got like your coins that you can flash if anybody is trying to like stop you from anything. So you don't have to worry about that. Once you get into the castle proper, the entryway has a person who's standing there with like a silver, who's got his hands just sort of out like this, and a small silver platter is just kind of levitating above it, with like a little doily on it, but the platter is empty. He's wearing, you know, the livery of the of some of the, I guess, like the higher ranked servants, if that makes sense. But he notices you guys come in. He's a very well-to-do half elf, you're fairly certain. But he kind of glances over at you and gives like a little nod, like a deep nod as opposed to a bow, and then says, "Would you like to present your card?"
Who's with me?
Darren and Raquiel.
Zink is gonna look at Darren. Wait, hold on. Zink's been here before. Zink like kind of grew up here, so he would know what.
Do we have a card? Give me the MX.
I need the black card,
Yeah,
please.
you look at Darren to get into the Arcane Academy.
No. This is the royal.
Oh, okay. All right. About to say, like, not a good idea.
So I had a card when I was a kid. Do you guys, can I apply for a new one, or?
Oh, for goodness sake, we have these, and I hold up the badge.
Oh, yeah, coin thing.
Very well. You don't even need an insight check to see that he is surprised, but trying very hard not to reveal it because he must be stoic, because it's his post. And he sort of does a little thing, and the little platter like bloops out of existence, and he puts his hands behind his back. Can I direct you to any specific receiving chamber within the castle? The queen, as you know, is away on tour, but I'm certain one of her advisors, if you need to give them some information, could be made available relatively soon.
If there is an advisor, I'm mostly here to see if I can get the circle plans for teleportation circles outside of the city.
Very well. I believe I can arrange so that a member of the Royal Mages could speak with you. Wait in the secondary solar. Gestures up to the side to a room that's very brightly lit.
Do I recognize this person? Have they been in this post for like a long time, or are they like newish?
You don't recognize them.
Okay.
But you guys also haven't ever had to like deal with this part of the protocol of coming in here, because normally it's like you get bustled straight to the queen.
Yeah.
So in the midst of this, but you don't recognize him from when you were here as a kid.
Okay. Good thinking, Darren.
As we walk past, I just kind of like motion to Arakiel and go, +1.
And he kind of gives a little thing and like shows his holy symbol just in case he needs to show something. And the I guess porter is the best word for it. He's just like, of course, yes. As the Sentinels say.
Let us not forget, Arakiel's face claim is fucking Geralt of Rivia, but you make him such a fucking bean!
I love it so much.
Look, I don't know, I always figured like a life cleric would have like a side that you would show to people that you're familiar with, and then like your ruthless side to protect that balance and sanctity of life. So you guys are getting the nice parts.
Sorry, my life cleric is nothing like that at all.
Cleric doesn't also doesn't want to be a life cleric.
My life cleric's a bitch.
Anywho.
Alrighty, cool. So yes, you guys go in, like I said, secondary solar, so it's still a lovely, well-appointed room. It's very bright, as I mentioned. There's like a lot of nice little plants in here and things like that. Some, books on the shelves and stuff. You don't really have to wait that long, like only like 5 or 10 minutes. Do you want to do anything in this room before the guy enters? Just wanted to check.
I'm just glancing around, seeing if there's anything of interest or something I should be aware of. My usual paranoid fucking self.
Fair enough. I guess roll me perception, see what you see.
My lucky duck dice, you're gonna do your best, right? Right?
And Zink, if you want to roll perception to see what you see, you can.
You
as
did
well.
not do your best, you asshole.
But
Likewise.
reliable talent, it's a 20.
Hey.
Nice.
What the fuck?
It means that without reliable talent, if I roll a natural 20, it's actually a 30. I'm just saying.
Christ almighty.
9.
But you're going in the jail, you asshole.
Well, Zink, it sure is nice and pretty and bright and warm in here.
I'm sorry, I have to show this. It doesn't fit in the jail.
It's too big.
It's too big.
It's too big.
It's too big. It doesn't fit in the jail.
Oh my god, it doesn't.
It doesn't fit in the jail. It's too big.
Jesus.
Big. Dyson, I cannot lie.
This is why I have 2 jails. I have 2 jails.
Sorry, my neighbors are making noise. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Zink is so during his downtime, Zink is going to actually just he's going to do the thing that he does when he casts teleportation circle, where he uses dancing lights to sort of like replicate the runes in the circle, and then each time he does it, the dancing lights change depending on which one. He's just memorizing which ones he has memorized. So he's
Okay, gotcha. But without actually casting this spell,
and actually,
right?
yeah, just doing the runic dance, because like when Zink casts it again, he uses dancing lights to sort of like create the rune, and then so diamond is going to be white, lights, amethyst halls is purple, and then is it methobarassin or
Mesobarathan.
I don't even want to tell you what I wrote down. Yeah, that one's more like a dark, smoky gray.
Okay, makes sense.
Like still illuminated. And while he's doing this, he's trying to stay like out of reach of Arakiel and Darren, but
fair enough. Honestly, I think Arakiel's like kind of going back and forth between like looking around this place and like watching the light show, essentially.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really interfere or anything. So Darren, with your 20, you, like I said, notice it's really well appointed. It's that really good, like kind of tasteful, wealthy, like decoration stuff. Like it's not tacky, it's not out of place, it's not overwhelmingly opulent. It's tasteful. It's very rich, you can tell because of how subtle everything is. But it's also not like, look at me, I have money. So, because, once you hit a certain level of it, you go back to being understated. Anyway, at least that's what I've read. I don't think see anything like that really catches your eye like quite obviously. It has a really good view of everything, but you don't see anything on like the shelves or anything like that is related to any subject that I can imagine that you'd have interest in, because you guys have already got some maps and things. You've already got sort of a base idea of where you're going, and there's not anything like additional in here, since it's technically kind of like a semi-public receiving room. Does that make sense? So yeah. But Also, nothing necessarily like worth the trouble of stealing.
I wasn't gonna steal anything. I was just making sure there was nothing hinky. But yes,
Mhm.
I love how you're like, whatever you say.
The thief of the party is like, whatever you say. Steal something for your girlfriend, you jackass.
Excuse me. So like I said, you're not actually waiting very long. It's only maybe like 10 minutes from when the guy showed you in here. And then in comes a royal mage. You can tell because he's got like a very, very standard kind of like black robe kind of thing. But it does have some additional embellishments in gold and silver, and gold, silver, and purple on it, and like a little patch on the breast of the robe. There we go. And it looks like he uses a crystal, but they've the crystal is embedded in. Sorry, it's his right hand. It's embedded into the arm, or gosh, into the back of the hand of some really well done leather bracers that he's wearing. There we go. So like when he casts, it would channel it through that and then keep going, so he doesn't have to physically hold it. So, yeah. So he comes in. He is, as you may have guessed, he is a sort of middle-aged elf, give or take. High elf, definitely. But he sort of comes in looking very refined, very reserved. And has the thing, like he enters in with like his arms like this in his sleeves, so you can't see him at first. And then sort of like takes one out, the one that has the crystal, and says, "Hello,
like this motherfucking shit right here."
Yeah. But the hood of the robe is down, so you don't have to worry about like that kind of like. There's not that much or dramatics in here. So, but yeah, so he just comes in, sleeves and stuff, hood down, and says, "Hello. I was told that you had requested to see a mage. How can I help you?"
Hi, I'm Zinc, and this is Darren, and our associate, Arakiel. I was wondering if you had information on teleportation circles in some of the major cities of the realm, so that I could access them for the Queen's work, and flash the coin.
Of course. I do have those access. I do have those teleportation coordinates, as it were. If you have some time, you are more than welcome to copy them down. I, of course, have my spell book, and pulls out this huge fucking thing, and kind of like waves his hand over it, and it flips to a specific page. And he waves his hand again, and it becomes actually like legible to where you can read it, because before it had just been mindless scrawl.
Encrypted.
You had no fucking clue. So, and he sort of like sets it down on the table in front of you. So, yeah.
Off the table, what was the place that the Queen was talking about us going to? The metal church, I believe.
So the place where something is happening is Moonstone, which you guys won't be traveling directly there because they don't have one in the city, but they have one roughly an hour outside of the city, because Moonstone's the fucking weirdo place in the kingdom. Yeah, super secretive, super weird. So yeah, so Moonstone, and so yeah, sorry. So that's where you're going, and then if there are like I can say like you can copy down up to 3 over the course of the next let's say hour.
Okay. Would I have to pay for any of that information?
Let's see. I'll say that he's only going to. It's only going to cost you in like the ink to copy it down.
So I don't use ink, but I guess I could use like it's 50 gold worth of spell components. So like having to cast once just to practice it.
Yeah. So let's say it'll just be the 50 each. So
okay.
150.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, And then which cities am I gaining access to?
So there's the place outside of Moonstone. Like I mentioned, you already have Diamond.
Yep.
So potentially, if you want to, some of the other cities that are up sort of that direction are, Black Pearl. If you want to, and if you want to have one for like a down south city, Pearl definitely has one, and of course so does Abalone, because if Pearl has it, then they have it.
Abalone is
Because they
the less pretentious or more pretentious?
They're, I think Pearl is the oldest, so they're probably just need a bit more, but they're very, very, very much rivals.
Black Pearl is sorry, I was thinking Black Opal. So yeah, I guess I'll do what is the place that's outside of Moonstone? Is that
It's colloquially just called the Moonstone Circle, but it won't take you to the city. It just takes you an hour outside of it.
okay, and then would Ruby or Emerald be better, or Sapphire? Those actual places that are
Up to you. Ruby and Sapphire are the twin cities.
Okay.
So it's just the one. So that could definitely work. I would say if you want to try to spread them out, so you guys have just like some additional access points, Twin Cities or one of the other more southerly cities would be a good candidate for your additional one, just so you have like a couple of options.
Yeah, actually, I think I'll do Ruby Sapphire as one, and then
Sorry, it's just Ruby and Sapphire are both like in the same city. It's called Twin City.
Yeah, I'm putting Ruby
gotcha.
Sapphire. And then do you think Black Pearl would be good, or should I choose like Abalone?
Depends on how you want to be able to access things.
Okay.
You already have like a northerly one with both Diamond and the Moonstone one.
Okay.
So it might be good if you want to spread them out to have one for Pearl.
Okay. And
or Abalone.
Pearl and Abalone are closer to the other continent, right?
Well, they're the big port cities.
Okay.
So,
okay. Oh yeah.
yes.
And you know what? I'm gonna roll for it. May I please do Abalone, the Twin Cities, and the hour for Moonstone circles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so Zinc is gonna cast each circle, and then so Ruby and Sapphire will alternate. So it'll be like, instead of like blue red, it'll be like blue and then like shift to red.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Abalone, it'll just sort of be like a rainbow, like pearlescent effect. And then for Moonstone, the lighting will like sort of like flash up and down the way that like Moonstone sort of has that like glimmer effect. And then yeah, he'll add them to his repertoire. He does have like a little like piece of like paper, but he's more of like a memory / instinct caster, so he doesn't really have a spell book or anything. And then yeah, he'll bow and thank the mage.
Cool. He'll also, give you like a quick little bow back and says, if you do have anything further that you require for your journey, feel free to call me again directly from the porter. My name is Magnus.
Sorry, what is it?
Magnus. I didn't feel like making up a super elfy name, so his name is Magnus.
Sorry. Magnus, would you like to come to dinner tonight?
I thank you for the invitation, but unfortunately I'm quite busy here for the next few days. So I will have to pass.
I think we're going to be here for the next couple days, so the invitation stands. We're in the guest house on the royal grounds, so we're not too far away. I have a feeling our paladin would like to meet you.
Stop trying to set me up.
Never.
Amazing.
And then yeah, Zink will sort of wander over to Darren and Arakio and be like, "All right, I think I have what I need. We can travel to 6 different places now."
That's quite wonderful.
All right.
And I can still get Puff Spore whenever I want. Don't worry, Arakio, I won't take you with me.
Technically, whenever you want to expend a fifth level spell slot.
Yeah.
Technically 2 to get there and back.
Yeah. It's fine.
Fucking crazy. All right, cool. So
really, you're surprised that Zink is doing something stupid and crazy?
Very fair.
Crazy, eh?
I want Puff Spores 5th level spell. I love it so much.
So
priorities,
so you guys so you guys are so Zink, you're gonna head to the library after this, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I think Arakio is probably just gonna tag along. Deerin, as you guys are crossing back over the grounds, do you want to break off to follow up on the hunch that you had about where Sierra went to, or?
Yes.
Fair enough. Don't say anything, just vanish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the same shit my girlfriend pulled. Boop.
All right, cool. Cool. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. I think before I do that, I'm gonna bounce around to a couple of others. Devotion. What are you up to? Are you still studying your maps?
Probably learn as much as I can from my maps at this point.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to go to the tattoo artist till later. So I'm probably going to return to the temple to the training yards. I'll probably announce that that's where I will be. I'm going to go do training. So we can be, I can be prepared for whatever happens.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Like I said, I don't think your friend is there because he's hopefully somewhere maybe with your family helping them, you would hope.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily know if I want to do a training montage.
Yeah, it's just kind of where he's going to be until
cool.
Until the tattoo artist is free.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll check back in with you when the tattoo artist is free. I'll go back for tattoo. Okay, so Flortma, what are you planning on, or what are you currently doing or planning on doing for today?
I have no plans.
All right, fair enough.
I will just go with the flow.
Flortma is sampling every single tea that is in this fucking guest house.
It's a good day to do it. I mean,
and he's like writing out a list of which is the best one, which is the worst.
You're actually filling out the comment card.
He's making, yeah, he's just doing the fucking, like, how does our food taste? He's filling out the fucking customer service cards.
This is amazing. Okay, that is totally fair, and you can definitely do that. Because, sometimes downtime is literally just, I'm gonna just fuck off and do whatever the hell that I want for a little bit.
That's why downtime sessions don't last too long sometimes.
That's also fair. Okay, Sutha, what are you up to after after Sutha and Devotion had her talk, had a talk, I guess I should say, about like his mental state. What's Sutha up to?
Sorry, I just put on fake nails and I'm like trying to work with this.
I hear ya.
Yeah, no, like they're really long. Anyway, so Sutha is I'm gonna say Did I have to talk to you about multi-classing, or can I just multi-class?
If you want to multi-class, you definitely can. Just let me know what you're aiming for. So that way, if it's something like, if it's any, especially if it has any kind of divine thing, just so I can have an idea of how to try and do any kind of godly interaction.
Gotcha. No, she was gonna multi-class as a rogue because she was sneaky before in the Coliseum thing. So like, I thought once you said that we leveled up, it was a good idea for her to start like doing roguey stuff because she was doing roguey stuff.
Yeah, if you meet the
Ragey sneak.
Ragey sneak.
If you meet the prerequisites for it, go for it. Because I mean, you've got two really, really good rogues in your party. You've been we can just be like, yeah, she's kind of been studying them, taking after them, as shown by the fact that she snuck around the damn drow place for a while.
She is honestly, she's just gonna be like walking around town because she's never really just like observed the city before, you know, they were all kind of like stuck doing things, so she never actually just got to enjoy the city.
That's fair.
So yeah, she's walking around town. She's just like looking at things. Is there an animal in the street?
Making my way downtown, walking fast, see a cat, walking faster towards the cat, and I'm homebound.
It's fine now.
Is there a cat?
There's not. You are not getting another pet. Not this soon.
Hey.
Okay, DM, that's just rude.
That's just hurtful.
Are you trying to replace Ratty already? That's rude.
Which, by the way, we never discussed what happened to Dog.
Professor Thaddeus.
A dog, I'm going to say, is safely with the children's.
Okay. Because as far
I would
as
not. I'm not going to kill the dog.
Okay.
I'm not going to kill
You're
the
not
dog.
gonna pull a John Wick on us.
No.
Swear to God, if you pull a John Wick, she's definitely going rogue. Like, legit.
The actual one where you go off on your own to slay things. Not sneaky.
¿Por qué no las dos?
But yeah, no. I will not off a pet. No.
Not yet.
No matter what, even if you guys somehow turn into like chunky salsa in mass from something, Gary and Ratty and Dog, if he rejoins us, will just like kind of wiggle out and walk away and be fine.
They are the fucking sprinkles of this campaign.
Yeah, Sutha's just
Wow,
walking
this
around.
weasel can hold its breath for a really long time.
Anyway.
Sutha just what?
Sutha just walks around the town.
Okay.
Okay. Cool, yeah. Nah, you can definitely do that. Yeah. In town. With no other pressing concerns.
Yeah,
Cool,
and
yeah.
with no cats. It's not like I wanted a cat or anything. Could have had Leo actually in the campaign.
You are.
And then, oh my gosh, that'd have been so funny if it was like God as the animal. Like, you know, like it was God. Same.
Final BBAG.
You're adorable. Okay.
Horrible.
Fair enough. Okay, coolio. Honestly, I think the city's like, especially considering like the queen's out of here, the city's pretty chill. So anybody going through the city, like you're not having to deal with like anything crazy. If anything, it's a little bit more relaxed since you were last here because there's not any extra security concerns about like people getting close to or going to the palace. There's not like any of that. It's just like this is day-to-day operations without those other security concerns going on. So it's actually a little bit more calm than the last time that you were here. So yeah, okay. Cool. Okay. Words. Sorry. Drax and Isla, are you guys also just chilling around town today?
Yeah, Isla wanted to go to the tattoo shop, but Sierra's not around. So just kind of like,
I don't know where it is.
what do?
Sorry, I was having an emotional crisis and I needed to get away.
She's gonna go anyway.
Well, you're gonna
It's
find her
maybe
there.
I'll find her on the way or something.
No, you're gonna find her there mid-tattoo, probably. It's a fucking waiting line because Sarah was the first one there.
Right?
Yeah.
And honestly, probably, because I think I said that yours is going to take about 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this, it's not like a long line because it turns out like, magic tattoos aren't for everybody, but I think there's like probably maybe one.
Is this dude not like an apprentice that does other tattoos or anything?
Nope.
Just
He has not
him?
yet taken an apprentice. It's just him.
Damn.
So yeah, I think there's probably like one other person who looks like they words yeah,
Are
sorry.
waiting to get one.
Yes, there we go. Words. So yeah, it's just like a little halfling dude who looks like maybe he's a mercenary, judging by all of the big, heavily used armor and arms on his back. Who's already got a couple of non-magic tattoos just kind of like dotted over him. Which of course Drax can see these, Isla can't, but Isla can sense that there is somebody there. But yeah, so in that case, since you guys went there, we can roleplay with you guys in the line, but y'all won't get inside and won't see like Sierra until after. Because I'm trying to think of how to plan this, because I know Darren went off with Zinc for a bit, and then went to go find Sierra. So honestly, Darren probably will see you guys in the line and then figure out a different way to go talk to Sierra first, if I know anything about these characters.
Right.
Okay, so you guys in the line, first off. So yeah, mercenary dude's just kind of chilling. He's like,
hello. So I'm interested in getting a tattoo today. Is that possible? Do you have time?
I'm waiting to
Oh, sorry, my bad. Here comes a blushing mess. It just hides behind Drax.
Why are you hiding behind me? I'm not getting a tattoo.
You do the talking.
Apologies. How long have you been waiting in line, out of curiosity?
Let's see. Somebody was already in there when I got here. I don't know who they are. He doesn't let anybody in when he's working because, concentration. But I don't know. I've probably been here about maybe an hour already.
Jeez, this guy's popular.
Sometimes it depends on the tattoo. Some of them are real quick one and dones, and some of them take a long time. I know a buddy of mine, he got full ass dragon all over his back, whole thing, just dragon and all this different ink and stuff, and he can do some crazy shit. But then he's got to sleep for like 12 full hours after he like unleashes the beast. So gotta be careful. And I'm not talking about like the other.
Drax turns to Isla. Please don't get a dragon.
I'm not going to get a dragon.
Okay, cool. Turns back. So, in essence, we could be here a while anyway.
Yeah, you could.
Cool.
I don't know if it's different when like he's here when like people are in line, or if he like look, a buddy of mine told me to come, the buddy with the dragon, he told me to come here because like this guy can focus and he'll do all the work in one go and you won't need to worry about it. Like my buddy was here for like 12 hours getting that stuff done. But I don't know if he like gives you a number if there's like here or something. I don't know. But hey, he's here, so it's gotta be worth the wait, right? I mean, I saw my buddy's dragon tattoo. It's worth the wait. I'll tell you that. I'm not getting that though. I'm gonna get some stuff to make me super spast. Can you imagine? Just like a little halfling just running out of the darkness and just fucking pile drives your legs. No one's gonna see me coming.
Do you drink coffee by any chance?
I mean, yeah.
Cut down on it.
Nah. He said it stunted my growth, but I don't know about that. He says he's a halfling.
Drax just looks him dead in the eye. You grow?
Under the right conditions. So, anyway, but yeah, if it helps, what I'm thinking about should only take me like an hour because it's just the speedy thing. But I was here first, so.
Isla's going to cast Druidcraft and put this flower. I can't find the name of it, but this flower.
Ooh.
Like on his
What is that?
like on his hair.
I don't know.
Is that
I don't even know what it's called. I just looked at, like, I got this, like, I don't know. I saw this one in my head and I was like, this flower, but I call it the red spindly flower, so I don't know what it's called.
Fair enough. The
Red
freaky
spindle?
one. Red spindle. There we go.
Maybe? I don't even know what it's called.
Well, I think red spindle is a good one for now.
Probably. So yes, that flower.
And puts on the halfling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Excuse me.
You know what? It actually works for you, man.
Oh yeah. Dude, flower crowns are great.
Especially when she makes
Sneaks
them.
a rose flower crown onto Drax's head.
Drax has this like half defeated but also half accepting sigh because it's like that. Here we go again. Yeah, especially when she makes them.
Yeah.
What's her name,
Pretty
man?
good sense from.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Mort.
Pleasure to meet you, Mort. Drax. Isla.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Hopefully we don't have to meet again while I'm working, but nice to see you guys.
I take it your work is not the most hospitable of sorts.
Nope.
I would say it's nice to see you, but I can't see.
I like her.
So do I. Drax actually, Mort, out of curiosity, do you know where the really good weapons are sold here?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a guy. He actually works about a block down from the Pig and the Pearl. He makes a block downwind with Pig and Pearl. He makes some of the best weapons, including he'll silver them if you want to.
I think I know where I'm going.
I can wait here if you want to go. It's probably going to be a wait.
I'm more than happy to wait until you get in, and then, like, once I know that you're being seen to, then I'll go.
Okay.
Then probably definitely just chatting to Mort like while they're waiting.
Oh yeah, fair enough. So in that case, doop-a-doop, I'm gonna hop over again. Shorter scenes for a little bit. So Deeren, you are approaching where you had realized that the tattoo artist place was, and you can, because you have the perception of a god, you are aware that a few members of your party are in line, but don't seem, well, roll me stealth, because I'm assuming you're trying not to be noticed.
Usually.
Hmm.
My lowest is fucking amazing.
What? Did you roll a nat 1?
Natural
What?
20. And keep in mind, with reliable talent, natural 1 on something of proficiency doesn't actually make much difference.
Right,
So
exactly.
it's a natural 20. That brings it to a 32.
Sweet fuck.
Yeah, so you guys have no idea at all that Darren's anywhere near you. Not a damn clue.
Not even my heart, not even a natural 20 in my perception, just nope.
Yeah, no. So, Darren, you notice them, and because, of course, you don't want to be noticed while you're trying to check up on your girlfriend, you are able to very easily skirt around them, head to the back, where you can hear like a very low sort of murmuring that sounds pretty consistent, kind of like a chant. And I don't know if Sierra's talking. He's not talking back if you're talking to him. I'm just gonna let you know.
She's silent.
So yeah, but you can hear a very low sort of murmuring sound from the guy, and because you have a nat 20, you don't even need to roll again to basically slip under the sort of slightly loosened bit of tent to kind of give it some airflow. You can just waltz right in there for all he's concerned.
Do I see him?
Darren, do you let yourself be known once you enter?
Not even my perception with a nat 20 could probably see him.
Honestly, he probably would have stayed outside of the tent for a while before eventually, when he does go under and into it, he just moves so that he's in her line of sight, so that she knows where he is. That he's there.
Cool. Yeah,
but he doesn't say anything.
I think because you were with Zink for a while before you guys broke off. Sierra, you're probably about like an hour and a half, give or take, into your words.
Oh my god, I've got like 3 more fucking hours to go.
Yeah. So you're about an hour and a half into it when you just kind of like, I guess, like maybe like look over to the side and then glance over. There's Darren.
He's just like sitting down, leaning against one of the posts on the tent.
I just kind of like hand motion Thieves Can't. What are you doing? That's why I just kind of hand motion that to him.
He'll just return back, and Thieves Can't as well. Thieves Can't just seeing if you're okay.
She'll kind of sign back. Currently having needles jabbed into the back of my neck. Do I look like I'm okay?
Need anything?
Don't ever ask a girlfriend that if she needs anything. Oh shit, what would she need right now? I don't know. I don't want it to get too cutesy right now. Fuck. I literally just, every time this happens, I go mind blank. She'll kind of sign, might need to go weapon shopping.
Okay. And she'll also warn that, or inform, I guess is a better word, that Drax and Isla are outside.
Sierra will sign back, oh fucking great, but towards Drax, not towards Isla. Yeah, that's all I got to say, sorry. I don't want to alert the fucking tattoo artist that my boyfriend snuck into the tent.
Yeah, he's just sitting very quietly.
Imagine he's like trying to make faces at her while she's just sitting and like, don't I have a needle in my neck right now. Don't make me smile.
Yeah, you can start with that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, okay. In that case, I'm gonna bounce back over to Zinc and Raquel for now. Boop doop doop. Or Zinc, are you there? Perchance not. Did you like run to Biafra? I don't know. Either way, okay. So in that case, I'll get Zinc when he gets back. He probably ran to the restroom or something. So yeah. So I think generally for everybody, since y'all are just kind of like mostly just enjoying your day. I guess technically, except for Sierra, who's having to stay still while the spell is being cast. So I think you guys are generally kind of just getting a chance to enjoy your day. For Drax and Isla, do y'all eventually sort of break off to go over to the weaponsmith anyway, when it kind of seems like it's going to be taking a bit longer than you expected for whoever's in there to finish? Or are you going to continue to wait? I want to just check on that.
Either way, Isla is staying to get her tattoo done.
Eventually, Drax is just gonna turn to Isla. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? If I head off?
I'll be fine, I promise. I can handle myself.
I know. But you've never gotten a tattoo before, and I just wanted to make sure you had the right emotional support. Because
I'm alright.
think of the best possible distraction while that's getting done. It helped me.
Okay, well, I'll be here if you need me, okay?
Okay. If I'll come back here once I'm done.
Okay. Be safe, alright? I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
I'll be fine. I doubt anything is gonna happen to me in the streets in broad daylight. Baron.
That's true. She'll kiss him very sweetly.
Yeah. She'll definitely get a kiss back, and it'll turn to Mort. Keep an eye on her for me.
Sure.
Only an eye on her.
I don't do any of that anyway. Look, I make jokes. I don't do any of that, so you're good.
And yeah, Jax will veer off to the weaponsmith.
Cool. So like you said, it's on the other side of the Pig and the Pearl. Was there a particular kind of weapon that you were hoping to find? Because you walk into this place and it's actually like a store, and there's just polished metals everywhere. There are different like hilts and grips and pommels and shit, and there are different blades that haven't yet been set, and like every combination that you can kind of think of. So it's kind of like build a sword. Build a sword.
Dra's gonna look around like he's a fucking kid in a candy store, just going, oh, okay. He gets attention to the store clerk. Excuse me. Hello.
Hi. It's a very young dwarf, probably an intern, you're guessing. But yeah, fairly young dwarf. He's just got mostly like a very small amount of beard. And he kind of notices you, and you can see from behind him there's a door that has like an actual like glass window, and you can see like the flames and sparks and stuff of a forge, but you don't actually hear anything from there. So anyway, so he says, "Hi, so welcome to fuck, what was the name of the place? Sorry, welcome to the Honed Edge. I'm Daft. How can I help you?"
Jax will respond in Dwarven. Hi there. I am looking to get myself a new greatsword.
Oh, okay. We can definitely do. And he looks like he's trying to channel like whatever spiel has been like kind of drummed into him. We have many selections that you can see over here. If you want to choose your hilt and then your sword blade, and then we can combine them for you, and they'll be done within a couple of hours at most. Unless you want a custom order, in which case that will take up to 1 week depending on material scarcity and resources. Yes.
Like, how old can I like tell? Like, if, I know that another dwarves like age like a
He's
lot
just
slower.
barely an adult.
Kind of leans down to him. Calm down. You don't need to do the whole spiel for me.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm very easygoing. Okay. It's still all in Dwarvish, by the way. I want to like Drax wants to make him feel as comfortable as possible.
That's fair. But yeah, so once you say that, he'll kind of gesture again and be like, yeah, so we've got a whole bunch of stuff. So pick what you like, and then we can make it. Or if you want something that's not here, we can still make it, but it'll take longer.
So basically, I'm looking to possibly get a +2 greatsword, if that's possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Bear with me while I look for a design. I did have one in mind, but I may have lost it.
I think. Yeah. So so Flortma had gotten something kind of similar. So I think for a +2, because they, are a little harder to come by, a little harder to put that extra stuff. I think a +2 great sword will probably run you about. It'll run you about 900, give or take, because it's a +2.
That's fine. We made bank, so like that doesn't bother me. Ooh.
Yeah. So if you want to find the thing and then send it to me after, I can just tell you, you're able to get what you'd like. And this kid is actually skilled enough that he can do some little extra like detailing on the hilt or on the non-edged side of the blade, or like up the center. So you can get a really cool looking one.
Okay, cool. After we're done, I'll send you. Drax will choose his hilt and pommel blade, and could you etch Mjolnir on both fullers for me, please?
Yeah, definitely. I'm good at that one.
Cool. I look forward to seeing it.
Sweet. It'll be ready for you in about 2 hours. We've got most of it all here, and I'll do really good on the etching.
I believe you. And Drax will actually put down 950 gold.
You overpaid.
The 50's for you, man.
Thank you.
I just made this kid's day.
You did.
But yeah, but Drax will just say, the 50's for you. Just don't tell your boss. Because, and he goes, I'm guessing your boss is Dwarven as well?
It's my great uncle.
Let me guess, he's tight on money as he is on making it.
I didn't say it.
You don't have to. Keep it.
Thank you. It'll be the best Mjolnir I ever did.
I have no doubt, my man.
Sweet.
Yeah, if you want to cut to other people while Drax waits, I'm more than happy to do that.
Can you, Zinc, since you are back, you were heading to the library with Rakiel, correct? You are muted. There we go.
And Darren, I believe.
No, Darren broke off to go check on Sierra when you guys weren't looking. Basically, you blinked and he disappeared because you rolled a nat 1.
Did he make it? No, but he was leaving. Because Zink is definitely just going to be like, blah, 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 to Arakiel and Darren.
Yeah.
And then, like, 10
And
minutes.
then eventually he'll be like, I believe your friend has taken his leave, taken himself elsewhere.
Dang it, Darren. Wait, that means I don't have supervision. Arakiel, do you like liquor? We should stop by a bar on our way back from the academy.
I've not seen the inside of an actual, well, anywhere except a jail cell for 24 years. I think I'd like to visit one.
I want to be mad, but I'm having needles jabbed into my neck.
Ow, ow, ow. I sense a disturbance in the force. Ow, ow, ow.
Somebody's planning to get my dad drunk.
Do you need anything from the academy? Do you need any magic items or?
I don't believe so. I don't think I visited there very often. Most of everything that I know comes from the temple's divine caster.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life, but I think you should get.
What's her name? Laurel? Sierra's mom.
Laurel.
Yeah. I think you should get something nice for Laurel and for little dude, and maybe even, Sierra if you want to. It's up to you.
Yes, I believe that would be a good plan.
So, last time I was here with Darren, I think I got some pretty good poison, but I don't know if that's the gift that I would recommend giving.
Should I be worried that you consider poison a gift?
Well, I mean, I guess it just depends on who you're giving it to. Sarah would probably use it. I mean, not on you, but like, maybe on you. I don't know. There's also like, trinkety stuff.
You're a bit of an odd one, aren't you? Even aside from the wild magic.
Yeah, and the blue skin now. I'm really into it. Yeah.
I believe I'll be avoiding poison, but if you you leave for a few decades and they change where everything was, although I'd only been here a few times beforehand, so yes, I did.
Okay, Captain Phoebus, tone the fuck down.
It means sun god. Anyway, but if you know a place where I can get jewelry or gems, I have an idea.
Does Zinc?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like after you guys were here last time, and especially because like you were here like quite a bit as a kid as well, like you have an idea of like where to go to find stuff like that, but you also do have a pretty good idea of like where you guys could buy shit like that.
Yeah, if it's on the way to the academy, we'll stop before, and if it's somewhere else, then we'll go after.
Okay. I think it'll probably be before, because you have to pass through some of like the nicer shops before you get to like the more scholarly section of the city. So you're probably like going to be passing them by as you're heading to the library.
Okay.
Maybe, like fancy boots or something. Ooh, or an earring.
Not sure about that one.
I mean, for me, I don't know.
Oh, of course you can get whatever you like.
So Zink will help him pick stuff out if he needs assistance.
Okay. I think I've got an idea for what he's going to get, but since he's an NPC, it'll show up as necessary. But I'm just gonna jot down like a couple of notes of what I think he's got. But he does get some things because he got, some nice not restitution. He got some nice pay, I guess, recompense for everything from the new queen.
He got hazard pay. He got hazard pay for his time down there.
Reparations.
That's it. Thank you. That one. Yes. Yeah. So he can definitely afford to get, I'm pretty sure, like what I'm thinking of. So yeah.
For 24 years. Here's the money.
So yeah. So you guys were able to go ahead and get that squared away, and then head on down to the library. You can get inside, of course, with no issue. What were you specifically looking for?
So I need to do research on the disintegrate spell because that's the one that I learned for this level. I thought I mentioned that.
That's not a threat at all.
It's not. It doesn't count against anything because I've already learned it. I just want to make sure I know it well enough. I'd also like to get a couple sets of sending stones.
Okay, fair enough. So
you get magic right? Is it the academy?
It's a place to get them. You'll probably get like the best deal for them because they won't give you as much of an upcharge.
Oh yeah,
they make them in-house, so to speak. So yeah.
They'll also offer, I think, last time, to do a lesson or two for young sorcerers. As far as spell casting goes, in exchange for maybe a discount or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, you can definitely do that. If you want to get, how many sets were you hoping to get?
3.
Okay. They currently have. Okay. They only have 2 on hand to sell currently, but you can get both of those. I think it'll be. It'll probably be. It'll be 200.
200. Okay.
Yeah. Slightly better deal because normally they go for roughly 150 each.
Yeah, that's cool. And then I would also like to research the 5 supreme gemstone things that we're looking for.
The elite jewels?
Yeah, if there's any information.
Did you guys? Oh, fuck, I can't remember. No, maybe you asked specifically about the Queen's Eye last time is what it was.
I think at one point somebody explained that there were 5.
Yeah, it was Manny, the
oh yeah,
driver. He was telling you guys about a legend that he knew of that was a bedtime story kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you can try and see if there's any actual info in here.
Yeah. If it's canon, if Zink is aware of them, otherwise it would just be the Queen's Eye.
Yeah.
He knows this going for.
So yeah, I think you guys know about them from Manny. I feel like when you were looking specifically for the Queen's Eye, shit was not in here.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste time looking at my notes just to double check, but I think the Queen's Eye wasn't specifically able to be in here because somebody had damaged the library removing shit like that.
Yeah.
It's either the Queen's Eye or the Civil War stuff. Either way, go ahead and roll me. I'm gonna say Raquel's helping you, which is gonna counteract the disadvantage of looking up a myth. Okay. So you're gonna have just a flat investigation roll.
Zink is going to use the Gem of Seeing too to see if there's if books or papers have been turned invisible, or if there's some sort of cloaking magic or whatever. So
Okay, I mean, to be fair, you're in an arcane academy, so you're gonna see a lot of shit that may not necessarily be relevant from that, because
yeah,
it's a place full of magic shit.
when they're in the section, like that's, I'm not gonna be like, hello, I am here to look around at all of your magic stuff.
Okay, fair enough. 1 second.
All right. What was the roll?
Okay.
Investigation.
So do investigation, just to see what you find first. Okay. What'd you get?
9.
Was it a 1?
No, not sorry, 9.
Oh, okay. Do.
It's well be a 1.
Okay. So yeah, you don't really, at least out here, there's nothing that you can find that actually has anything concrete about the jewels. There's like some vague things here and there, but it more is just like those things, those jewels, like with a capital J. But you can't definitively be like, ah, yes, it's talking about those ones, because it could be talking about anything else in Gem Kingdom. To be fair, I think though, once you get done, maybe if you do the look with the gem of, sorry, if you do the looking with the gem of seeing after you're done researching, or did you do it before?
I would have done it sort of like before, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna tweak it just a bit. I'm gonna say you did after you couldn't find anything, and then it's like, okay, look, something has to be here. Kind of like in a fit of like pique, like, like this is the library, there has to be something. Because it just makes more sense with what I'm coming up with. So
I think
Hmm?
I have 3 uses a day, so.
Okay. So once you turn on the gem of seeing to kind of give you some extra help with like the physical structures around here and like what else is here, now go ahead and roll me an investigation roll with advantage to see what is hiding in this section.
Okay. Invest?
Yeah.
18.
Okay.
That's a little bit.
So, I think what you find is it's not anything like hugely profound. It's not like a big thick volume or anything like that. While you're looking around with this, you notice that there is a what looks like it had been like just a vase in like a little alcove. But with the gem of seeing, once you kind of like whip that around and look just to see like there's something here kind of attitude, you are able to realize that that vase is mostly illusory. There we go. So once you turn the gem of seeing on that, you can see that tucked in behind it is like a very, very thin volume, like just a very tiny book. Looks pretty old, kind of cracked. Blank cover as far as you can tell. Like if there were words on it, they've been worn away. You literally can't tell. Even when you go over to pick it up. Do you go over to pick it up?
I'm gonna sort of like nudge Arakiel if he's still awake, and just be like, there's something behind that vase. Do you think I should grab it?
Well, we are in a library. So I suppose that means that all of the books are up for anyone to read who finds them. Maybe make sure it won't bite first. Drow have strange books. Don't question me.
Oh no, that's a good point.
Okay. I think we'll cautiously poke the parchment or the book. Yeah. But he is gonna do it. So he's like putting his finger through the vase so that Arakiel can see that the vase is not real.
Okay, gotcha. And he goes, oh, clever. Okay. So, I'm just pulling up my own notes on this thing. Oh, that's right, I have to put it in here.
Okay.
Sorry. So, with that, no, it's in more places. Come on. So with that, with you doing that, it doesn't do anything. It looks like it's just a book, which is great. A very small book. I guess more like it's bound, like it's actually like has hardcover, but it's very thin. Like it's like child like picture book sized kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so, but it is in there. You're able to pick it up without it like chomping on you. So it's not a magic devouring book or anything like that. So yeet.
Annihilation.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I've got my actual notes here, but the damn things are hiding from me again. Please. Okay, so so you pick up the book. It's very thin, very old, like I had mentioned, and it there we go. I'm just gonna look up this. There we go. It's very thin, very old, kind of cracked, and it doesn't have a cover, or sorry, it doesn't have a title that you can see. And when you open it, it kind of smells musty. It feels very fragile. So you want to be careful. And
he'll use prestidigitation to handle it, just because he doesn't want to touch it.
Okay, fair enough.
Out of respect for old books.
I don't think Presto would let you do that. Mage Hand would. Presto won't, because Presto is just like a little illusory thing, or like a little decorative thing. It's not necessarily telekinesis.
I think you can like flip a page and stuff. I mean, like I can open the book and then.
Okay, fair enough.
Up to you. How you want. Presto is usually like the like jack of all trades.
Yeah, it's like tiny parlor, like visual parlor tricks is always how I thought it was. So like I could see, I don't know. Either way, fine. Anyway, so you open it up and the words on there are of like a really old script. It's really faded. It's kind of hard to make out. You do think that you can see the words elite jewel, like in very fancy illuminated type like script on there. So you have something. Do you turn the page?
Yeah.
Cool. So there's like I mentioned, it's kind of like the size of a kid's picture book, and indeed it does have pictures. Very old pictures, very faded, but still legible. It's just the pictures with like the title of whatever the thing is below it. But it's something. Like there's no explanation of what they do. There's no further information beyond like picture and name. But it's more than you had 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
So all of them are, as far as you can tell, from what it says here, the first one that you see is one that's a bit more recognizable because it's one that you've at least heard time and time again, and it is the Queen's Eye. Right there on the page. And it's a very lovely amethyst sphere, like a perfect sphere. You can't really tell how big it is necessarily, but very nice, very pretty, lots of inclusions as far as you can tell. It may be page cracking, or it could be like extra detailing in there. You're not really sure, but you have like an actual thing for that. And it has etched within it in a way that kind of faintly glows to your eye, a very simplified kind of eye design on it. The next one that if you flip over, I guess like on the opposite page of the Queen's Eye, is the King's Heart, which is a very geometric but very obviously heart-shaped garnet, because it's too like rich and deep a red to be an actual like ruby, at least from your experience. But who knows? It could be ruby. But it is a heart-shaped red gem.
Okay.
The one on the page after that is called the Virgin's Breath, and it's a cluster of raw sapphires that are of all varying colors across the spectrum of blue. So you have some that are pale, almost white, to very, very deep, rich, like midnight. But it's just a big raw cluster that's kind of has a vaguely cloud-like appearance in a way. The next one is the Liar's Tongue, which is out of all of them, it is the oddest shaped of them because it kind of looks like a gem version of a tongue, with a little inset space with a triangle on it, and it's a big old ruby. And the last one is the Zealot's Blood, which is a bloodstone teardrop, like perfectly shaped. Again, you have no idea the sizes of these, but it's a bloodstone teardrop, which bloodstone is kind of like a greenish tinged stone that looks like red blood has been dripped on it. Thus the name. Wahaha. So, you don't know what to do. You have them all, which is more than you had 5 minutes ago, as mentioned.
There's no location or any. It's just basically like a picture. Like,
yeah,
these are the gems.
And it's old. Like, this is an old book. So it's been here for a while.
Okay. Take it out of the library?
Hmm?
Am I able to take it out of the library? I mean, like, in general, can we take books out? Is there some sort of
not
like
as much. It's not as much a lending library as it's like it's a collection of knowledge that you come here.
Okay.
Just because some of the books can be dangerous if they're let out.
Zink is going to return the book exactly where he found it.
Okay.
After he like makes some notes about like what he sees in the book. And then he's gonna use like the Queen's Eye one more time, or the what's it called?
Gem of Seeing?
Yeah, that's the one. He's gonna use it one more time to see if anyone is suspicious inside the library. As far as like, are they in a different form? Are they invisible?
As you're looking around to all of this, you don't see anyone looking suspicious, but on the top of one of the stacks, the shelves, as you're looking around, a thing that's not there normally because he's invisible, a little bookworm is crouching and notices you noticing him and does a little wave. And then like he's got a little book like in sorry, not in his mouth, like he's got his tail curled around a book and he slots it into a place and then kind of just like flits off.
Okay. Oh, bookworm.
A what?
I think the pages here are bookworms. Like actual like little worms.
Should we tell the librarians that worms are eating their books?
Oh no. He was reshelving it. I think, possibly.
I think you've been looking through that thing too long. We should go outside.
Let's go get a drink.
I don't know if you need one.
Oh, I always need one.
Oh, that's a threat. That's a threat. That's a threat.
You're not there. You're getting tattooed.
I have needles in my neck.
Zink will buy the first round for Rakio, and he'll send a message to each person individually. The range is 240 feet. So anyone who's nearby, he'll be like, "Hey, we're gonna go to this bar."
It's probably just Sutha.
Okay.
Because the gas or that even the Pig and the Pearl is definitely more than like a football field away from the palace. So yeah, probably just Sutha. And I don't think even devotion, because devotion's at the temples, which are on a different part of the city.
Okay.
Let's you
yeah.
here. And we're gonna go get drinks with Arakiel. You wanna join us at the? Are we going to the Pig and the Pearl? Is that
I would assume so. That's the one closest to the place.
Yeah. So join if you want to.
Sutha said she's on her way. So Sutha's on her way.
Cool. So I'm going to hop around a little bit more. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. I think at this point it's been probably 3.5 hours since you started, Sierra. So you're almost there. He hasn't said anything, but you're getting the vibe that he's pleased. And you're not sure if that means like he's just really happy with his work, or maybe he's going to be done closer to the 4-hour mark than 5. But he's still working consistently. He's going. So yeah, Isla outside. Mort's just kind of been keeping you company, just kind of talking about random stuff, but it's been a while, so you're probably sitting down at this point. Sorry, just keep on hopping around. Sorry, I got a message from Drax, or not Drax, Devotion, that he had a small something for the temple, so I'm going to do that, and then I think after we hit that, that's probably about when Sierra's tattoo will be done, and then we can proceed onward. So Devotion, you're at the temple, you're practicing, you've been practicing for a while, you're taking a rest, well deserved, rehydrating, all that good shit. You can see like the trainee class has come in, like all the little baby paladins who are, or the one day paladins right now that are just babies, that are practicing their sword work basically, or shield work depending on who's doing what drill at the moment. But yeah, and one of them's definitely having some issue with the shield specifically because they're like training with what are close to like the actual size and weights of the real shields that they'll be using, and those motherfuckers are heavy, especially if you're not yet fully done growing up.
You'll kind of watch them, you'll get up and head over, you'll dissipate the sword. Well, he will have done that before he said that. He'll head over and look over to the instructor. Brother, mind if I give them a few pointers?
Sure, if you think you can offer them anything. They've been running this for quite a while now, and somebody still has a lot of trouble with their shield work. So you're free to try.
He'll walk over to the young man and look down at him. What's your name,
Tim, sir.
Tim. He'll look to the other acolyte and say, "May I borrow your weapon?"
Sure. Hands it to you, help first.
He'll take his place. All right. Now show me your stance, Tim.
He does. It's not quite right. His legs are like just all wrong, and he doesn't have any like solid base.
All right. He looks at Tim, and then, without really much effort, just kicks the shield at full force, probably knocking him on his head.
Oh yes, flying, flailing. no base stance there. Just woof. Cool.
I wasn't much different when I first came here. I thought I had done quite a lot of training with the shield. My training was mainly with the sword. Get up. You'll help him to get up, and you take your stance, and he'll start like tapping his leg with the side of the practice sword. So like scooch it here, until it's much more. It probably won't be comfortable at first, but it'll get him into a proper stance. This helps you apply and redirect the force of the blow. Full-on frontal assaults, you have to be able to hold your stance, hold your ground. If your footwork is off, you won't need to worry about not holding the shield. If your footwork is off, the shield is going to get you killed. Now, focus up. He'll go in for a few test strikes. Being devotion, he hits hard. He's not trying to kill the kid, but he's not babying him either.
Well, I rolled to see how well he did, and your instruction was great because he got a 20.
Yay!
Good job. A+, Dad.
Yay.
All right.
Very well done. I'll hand the sword back to the other one. Yeah. All of you remember that. When you're using a shield, your feet are the key to staying alive. You have a good stance, you're able to hold off just about anything. You'll hand the class back over to the guy, and he'll head off to go.
Okay. Sorry, gonna head off to where?
He's gonna head off. He's going to head off towards where the tattoo thing is, but he's not. Okay. He's taking his time. He's not gonna hurt. Okay, cool.
Okay, so back at the tattoo place, perfect timing because Paige is back. So back at the tattoo place, Paige, Sierra, you're just now getting everything finished up. You can hear that the murmuring has taken on like a slightly different quality. It kind of sounds like multiple voices layering over each other. And the needle that's touching the back of your neck, you can feel it kind of, it's not so much that it's getting hot, it just, you can kind of feel the little magic pulses off of it in a way that you hadn't yet done before. Like right at like almost exactly the 4-hour mark, he finishes up what he was doing, or he finishes up his chant. There's like a little kind of like ripple effect in the air in the room almost. And you can feel that magic pulse from the needle, just kind of like, almost like puff against your skin. It feels a little odd. But once it does, everything kind of goes quiet in that way of just like, has been done here. And now we rest. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And he kind of, he sits up a bit and like rolls his shoulders, and like his back just like pops in every place possible. Like kind of tilts his neck a little bit. Wow, that was certainly something. And he points at a little mirror that has appeared in front of you. That's Darren, you can see is also pointed at a mirror that's directly behind you, so you can clearly see your tattoo that way.
I have my hair pulled up in a bun.
Yeah.
So does he notice I'm there yet?
Honestly, yeah, he probably like points to the thing and then goes,
"He's with me."
How did you? Oh, fair enough.
I'm gonna test out my tattoo.
Okay.
I'm going to try to make a telepathic link with Darren. Mm-hmm. And the first thing that he hears is, "Couldn't have been a little more stealthier?"
Jeez. The shit.
You can respond.
I'm assuming this is your tattoo.
Yep.
Interesting. I'm used to hearing the little gnome's voice in my head, not yours.
If you don't like it, I can have it removed.
It's actually quite perfect.
Oh, shut up. And she just shakes her head as she's saying that mentally. Finally cracks her neck after having to sit still for 4 hours. And then goes, ow, ow. Tender neck.
I recommend some stretches. I assume it works fine.
Yeah. It works.
Certainly.
Wonderful. Well, I hope you enjoy.
Thank you again. We will get out of your head now. She gets up to head out.
Oh, feel free to come back anytime.
Darren starts to go back towards the spot underneath the tent that he went before and just kind of holds it up, shall we?
Oh, what the hell? And she just follows after.
He doesn't believe
Just
in
motion the next person in.
He travels.
He doesn't really do doors.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Good lord. Okay. Words. Sorry, where are y'all headed after this? Like back to the house or been shopping? Yes.
Wait, would Sierra remember that Isla wanted her there for the tattoo? Because legit, like, Sierra wasn't thinking when she stormed off.
Roll me an intelligence check. See if you remember.
Oh, fuck. Watch this. A nat 20 on this, probably. I rolled a 3.
Nope.
That's a 3 total. I'm so sorry, Isla.
You don't remember. I'm sorry.
I'm forgetting something.
Does Darren remember that?
Was Darren there?
I don't remember. Was I there for that conversation?
I think we were all discussing tattoos.
You might as well.
I think that was Nate signing yes.
Yeah, you were there.
Might as well roll an intelligence check to see if you remember.
13.
Fair. I'll say, yeah, you were aware that because you did see, also because you saw them like in line, you are aware that like Isla's waiting to get hers, but there is someone in front of her, so you can bring that up if you'd like.
All right, yeah, I'll just say. I mean, there is one person in line before Isla. If you still wanted to be there for her.
Oh shit, that slipped my mind. Gods know how long that guy's gonna be. Can we just shop real quick and then I can head back here to be with her?
Up to you. You've got that neat trick now. I mean, technically, you could just ask her. If she knows how long it'll take.
I just slowly... Is Isla within range of me?
What's the range? 30 feet?
120 feet.
120 feet. Much better. Then yes, definitely.
Isla, you just suddenly hear in your head, I completely forgot I was supposed to be with you for your tattoo. Mine just finished up. Darren tells me that apparently somebody is waiting in front of you. I just need to run a couple errands real quick and I'll be right back, I promise. And yes, you can reply to this message.
Yeah, Isla goes, oh, like at first, like, oh my god. Like, startled, and then just goes.
Because it sounds like Sierra is in your head.
Yeah. Mentally she'll respond.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'll be here, so let me know.
Alright, we just have some shopping to do. I'll be right back.
Okay, have fun.
Yeah. Try my best to. And then the connection's cut.
Cool. So what kind of thing were you looking for?
Anything like bow related.
Okay,
like
gotcha.
magical bowstrings, other sorts of magical ammunition. I know my bow doesn't require ammunition, but just in case.
Okay, so I know there's a weaponsmith kind of near-ish to the Big and the Pearl. I'm gonna say a little bit further off from the weaponsmith. I don't know what the hell a bowmaker is like called, so I'm just gonna say bowmaker. There's a what?
Isn't it a Fletcher?
Yeah,
I thought that was
Fletcher.
just arrow. Oh, okay. I thought that was just arrows. That was my bad. Cool. So there is a Fletcher on a few businesses down from the weaponsmith. So if you just basically ask a couple people like on the street as you go, they'll kind of direct you over toward that way. I think at this point, probably Drax is back over with Isla because he's had plenty of time to go and like get his thing and order it, and then like head back over to her. So you don't pass him on the way over, but you do make it over to the Fletcher shop, and it's like a big kind of open, airy stall kind of thing. So there's tons of quivers that are hanging from different hooks and things like that. There's tons of arrows like kind of on the wall as like models of like, here's what this one is, and like a little plaque describes what they do in common and like a couple of other languages. And there's of course somebody behind the counter currently engraving something onto the wood of a bow. There we go. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to look up an item I had saved. Ooh. Alright, does it look like this guy's selling anything magical? Weapon-wise?
I mean, yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to debate which bowstring I want to send to you. What's that? I like this one. One second, I gotta save that and then send it to you. Stand by.
Okay. So since the bow that you've got all isn't just like a simple like +1, it's got some extra effects on it.
I also have my regular longbow that I keep in my quiver. Just my plain one.
Which like you can definitely add it to that, like no issue. If you want to put this on the other one that you use, it is possible, but he'd have to keep it for like a couple of hours so that he can kind of make the magic accept the change to it. But it's up to you either way. One's a bit more expensive, like the magic one's a bit more expensive too because he's got to do some, you know.
How much would the magic with a couple extra hours cost?
I think for the magic one, for like the stuff that gets expended for it, it'd probably be about I'd say about 200.
I'll take it.
Okay.
200 to have it added to my bow of the hunter. Then I'll just leave my bow with him for a couple hours then.
Yeah.
I gotta see if somebody put this thing in D&D Beyond now. Or I'll just make it myself.
Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, yeah. So the Fletcher is a really old halfling, honestly. Like the longbow that he's working on is taller than him. But so he's just working on that, and kind of looks up. He's got what's definitely like a scar from like an arrow just like across his forehead. And that's when he kind of gives you the terms with a very old man voice. I'm like, yeah, I can do it. You have the house bound 200, and I need it for 2 hours.
Alright. I'm trusting that you won't ding this up too bad, and I pull the bow of the hunter out of my quiver and I hand it to him.
I ain't seen one of these for a good blue moon or 3. Yeah, I do it.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Much obliged. He looks like really excited, like, yes.
I turn to Darren. Anything here you would like to get?
Nothing I can really think of at the moment.
It's gonna take a couple of hours. I can easily go back and sit with Isla during her tattoo, and then come pick this up.
Certainly.
Be back in a couple of hours then. And I turn to head out of the Fletcher shop.
He's already working. Okay, cool.
And no, I am not sharing with the group what I just got.
So you get back over towards the tattoo shop. Drax, you and Isla are already there. You're, waiting on your order to be completed from everything from the weaponsmith. So you and Isla and Mort have probably just been like chilling and talking. Roughly, I'll say probably about like half an hour to 45 minutes ago, the tattoo artist came out. I don't remember what I said. I think I said he was an elf. The tattoo artist came out and called in Mort, who like jumped up. He's like, yeah, and he was already like taking off his armor to be like, I want it like right here, as he's like going inside. So it's just you guys just chilling, roughly like right around like the 45 minute mark is probably when Sierra and Darren appear. Wahaha.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Hello.
Sierra has her hair pulled up in a high bun because
for
for those who can see, she has a new undercut, and then there's a tattoo, pretty large size tattoo that goes from like the base of her neck up of a raven skull that's in silver ink, and then in like prismatic inks on the side there's a peony on one side and a lisianthus on the other, and the lisianthus shifts between kind of blue and purple, and the peony shifts between pink and white.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I will say, how are you feeling?
Neck hurts like a bitch, but not as bad as the face tattoo that I got. What are you planning on getting?
Well, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo all down my back of a calf seal and some flowers.
Oh, on your back?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be very careful when it hits the spinal column, though. It's going
Yeah.
to hurt.
Then again, I'm kind of used to pain, so...
Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know.
Suddenly, Drax just hears in his head, "Sup, dipshit."
You can respond to this message.
You can reply to this message. I regret that.
New trick.
New tattoo.
I don't see anything going wrong with this.
I'm in your head now, Draxelis. Fear me. And then I cut the connection, so you can't reply.
As that's happening, Darren just looking over at Isla, going, "You nervous at all?"
Not really. I mean, maybe a little, just nervous about how it'll turn out, but I'm not nervous about the process or anything.
Good.
I'm hoping that maybe I can get it to, like, shift so that, like, it can appear when I want it to and disappear when I don't need it.
Very interesting.
So I can always choose.
Do you have any
They definitely should have the ink for that.
Any plans for magic abilities like Sierra's has?
No, I don't think I need anything like that. It's just something to remind myself of who I am and where I've come, so.
Alright. You said that.
Plus, it's kind of a way to say fuck you to my mother.
Well, you said that that wolf protected you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his name is Capsule, and he protected me from my mother a while back a few times, but I haven't seen him in a long time.
I wonder if there's a way to add protection to the tattoo.
Maybe.
Up to you. Just a thought.
She'll just kind of think to herself for a bit.
Anything else you did after the tattoo?
Stopped by the Fletcher to have some upgrades done to my bow. That's pretty much it.
What you getting?
Not telling you.
Alright. Just curious.
Inside check.
Roll.
Do it. Do it.
I mean, to be fair, she is telling the truth. She's not going to tell you.
Come on, you gotta come out of the tower, please. Thank you.
Oh gosh darn it. See, this is what happens when you don't load things up first. Hold, please.
Holding.
Insight. Come here, bitch.
I guess.
But yeah.
Sierra... Oh, what?
23.
I was gonna say Sierra rolled me either like deception or I think deception might be slightly more appropriate for like trying to keep your face together so you don't like give away too much. You're not gonna like they're not gonna guess exactly what it is, but Isla may be able to guess that it's something that specifically might kind of poke at Drax.
10.
It's something that will kind of poke at Drax, but you don't know specifically what it is. You're not sure if maybe it's like a barbarian related thing or like a divine related thing, but it's something that will kind of like be like at Drax just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna guess exactly what it was from that. You just know specifically why she doesn't want to tell Drax until it's in action.
Yeah, okay.
I'm kind of I'm waiting on a special order myself.
Nice.
Yeah. As much as my dad's sword has served me well, I think I need something a little bit more beefier.
Beefier? Are you just gonna swing at people with like a femur or a drumstick?
No. Dwarven made and definitely not small.
Now that just sounds like an insult to your dad now.
It's not. It's more of a case of it's gotta let some things move on, and I will be giving it back to him because I feel that I don't deserve it because I took it for the wrong reasons. So this is something that I'm doing for myself and for him.
It's good on you that you finally had some growth at least. Gives you an excuse to go see your dad as well.
Yeah. Soon. I still need to get back to him on that dragon scale armor. See how that's going up.
I mean, it's only been about a week or two. Give him some time.
If I know my dad, he does his work quick and good, so you never know. But yeah, just wait for my order and keep an eye on the company. The halfling that's currently in there is, he's an odd one.
So I've heard.
Yeah. Decent enough guy, but odd. He's getting a tattoo that's going to make him quick, and his words... Can you imagine a halfling belting at your kneecaps?
Are you fucking serious?
Isla, vouch.
Yeah.
Sounds like a tattoo that you could get, and she nudges Darren.
Noom.
Isla's just gonna like, she can't see, but she's just gonna like tilt her head like back and forth between the two of them and just go,
So nice to actually see you guys get along.
Darren's trying really hard not to laugh.
I mean, now that we're out of a shitty situation, then we can finally breathe, and it's nice to relax.
Yeah, for only 2 days, and then the Queen's sending us to another fucking mission.
Yeah, well, we kind of told her to, if I remember correctly, we kind of told her to stuff it and let us breathe.
You did not.
We got an extension.
Do I believe that?
I'm sorry.
I mean, you could roll insight, but if you roll a 1, you're going to know the truth.
Queen.
I rolled a natural 20.
Yes, so you know that they are telling you the exact truth.
Serious?
In 2 days, we head to Black Opal. After that, we have the rest of the week, and then we have time from there. They're going to transport us back to the next stop.
Moonstone. We all need some time. It's not... I agree that it's a little fast, to go on this next trip, but we all agreed that it would be a smart idea to ask for an extended time so that we could all relax. We need it.
She also might be under the impression that we're heading to Black Opal. For her sake, I wasn't going to correct her.
You guys didn't have to do that.
No, but we needed to.
We wanted to.
All of us.
Trust me, I wasn't a big fan of being call to action days after that myself, so I'm very glad that we decided to do that.
Plus, I'm not very used to vacations. I'm rather interested in the idea.
I wouldn't exactly call Black Opal a vacation.
Still a break. Not used to those.
I'm honestly just not used to being home for a whole week, let alone a couple days.
Well,
Pretty sure. Not even sure if emotions have settled since we left.
Well, I'm sure that seeing us all again alive will lift laurels and Adrian's good spirits. So this will be beneficial for us as well as for them.
And if you feel like you need space so that you can
talk to your family on your own, just let us know.
All right.
That'd be all right. We're all here for each other. And we're here for you too.
Still getting used to that.
She's gonna put a peony in her hair.
Oh.
As she puts it in her hair, she's just gonna say, "You're beautiful. And you are strong. Okay? Take a breath."
Sierra shrinks at the
Everything's gonna be all right.
compliments. Sierra's shrinking at the compliments. Alright, it's getting too mushy for my taste now.
And besides, I think Adrian's due for another lesson, Darren.
You're encouraging this. Sierra looks straight to Drax.
All I'm saying is there's no better way to bond with more friends than teaching new skills.
He's 12 years old.
Youth is 15.
Wasn't Darren younger when he started learning? I'm guessing.
That's not a conversation we're gonna have here.
Fair. But you get my point.
Darren hears the voice in his head. You're digging yourself a grave. Please stop it right now.
Besides, I'm pretty sure that Darren is going to teach them the skill, however, also teach him the good times to use it. Am I right in assuming that Darren has the shit-eating grin on his face?
He's hiding it as best as he can because he yelled at telepathically.
He's hiding it because
Just
his
yelled
girlfriend
at
is in his head threatening him.
Yep. He got very quiet.
What is our time mark, DM?
See what?
What is our time mark?
Is the halfling almost done?
Yeah, I think probably like right around the end of this, probably like when you guys are having like a nice laugh together. The halfling literally zooms out like a tiny wrecking ball.
Jesus.
Jesus.
And he like stops.
I told you.
He stops. He's got all of his shit back on, but he like stops and he looks over at you guys. I told you, I'm fucking terrifying now. See ya.
Wait.
Oh, stop it.
I
Is that the tattoo that just increases your movement speed?
I'm giving it a little extra flavor, but yes, basically.
Oh my god.
He paid a lot to get the highest power version of it, like a legendary version, because he's a very successful mercenary, I'm gonna say.
I love him.
He's worked over like 10K for this fucking tattoo.
Jeez.
Yes.
Drax will look to Sierra and Darren. Told you.
Fast fucker.
Very fast.
Just watch your kneecaps.
I'm gonna break your Nico kneecap.
Okay. So, I think the guy comes out and sees you two back in the line. You will pardon me if I see other people first.
Oh no, we're just here chatting.
Understood. Which of you is like pointing at like Drax and Isla? Very well.
Two ways.
Come along
She'll
inside.
step in, and on the way in, she'll explain what she wants.
Oh, yeah.
In detail.
So it's a large and I'm guessing ornate tattoo if it's kind of looking the way that I'm thinking it is.
I have a picture.
Yeah. So it's a large tattoo. Unless, how big do you want it? Like all the way down the spine, or like shoulder
Like
blade?
on the whole back.
Fair enough.
This one. But with colors. With like watercolors colors.
So
That makes sense.
Devotion, you might not get yours till tomorrow. So this tattoo is gonna take even though it doesn't really have like an enhanced magic effect, it's more like the ink itself is magic. I'm kind of making it based off of like it's like a mood ink variant to where it can appear and disappear at your will. So with that in mind, but it's still a large, intricate tattoo. So it's gonna take 8 hours.
Woof.
Yeah, but since it's not, it doesn't have like an actual like magic effect like in it, kind of like Sierra's did. It won't cost quite as much. It'll be close, but it won't cost quite as much. I think you can probably, I think for like labor and materials and stuff, you can probably get away with. I think it'll be about $850
gold. Cool. She will pay that.
Sweet. All right, cool. And
Do you want
settle
me to
down.
stick around with you, Isla? It's gonna be 8 hours. Do you want me to stick around?
Sure. I would love the company, just to talk to somebody.
I may have to dip out a couple hours in to go pick up my bow, but I'll be back.
That's all right. And if you could get me a snack too, that'd be great.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you eat something.
She'll give
before
her like
getting
5
tattooed.
gold just for like some food.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Actually, I'll have Sierra go run to grab snacks first.
My needy child.
Yeah. I'll have Sierra go run like to a fucking like pita bread stand nearby to go grab some food. And then she'll sit with Isla for the duration of the tattoo.
So yeah, you guys obviously will
I'll
finish.
let Darren know that I'm staying with Isla.
Fair.
Yeah,
I'm guessing you are too, and you guys would probably like switch out. Like if Sierra goes to get her thing, then you'll stay, and when you need to go get your thing, Sierra will be here.
Pretty much.
Kind of. Son, I love you too, but you're so strange. Anyway, he's a weird child. Anyway, so I think what we're gonna do is, if y'all don't mind, I need a bathroom and drink break.
It's break time!
Break time!
We are going to run a 60-second ad.
Yay.
If you're a subscriber, you won't see it. But we're
Okay.
running that shit! Alright, it's running. They didn't have the lightning bolt. Ooh, I did not say anything. They didn't have my item. You didn't hear shit, motherfucker! I cast modify memory.
Constitution savings though, if I remember correctly. Natural 20. Fuck you.
The DC is over 9,000.
Bullshit. The fuck? You're muted.
Orange Kit Kat.
Okay, it was either either I could set things on fire or I could zap them like Zeus.
You chose lightning.
One of
didn't you?
them does less collateral damage, okay?
Fair. But Brian, we have orange Kit Kat. Oh, I actually haven't seen an orange Kit Kat in the UK for quite a while, and it's rather upsetting me because I miss those fuckers.
I got this at a Chinese market. And the cat does something different on each one.
There's fuck. We have this thing in the UK called penguin bars, and under the tear flap of each penguin bar is a terrible, terrible joke. Fucking hell.
I'm seriously concerned about these Cali song recommendations now. Because it's all pure anarchy. Like, all of these songs are nothing but anarchy, and I am concerned.
Are you surprised, though?
No, and that's what concerns me most. There was like, I really should have taken a picture when it first showed, because now it's starting to get a little bit more mellow again, but it was like, I'm going to kill the president, followed by fuck police brutality. I'm just like, what is happening?
Like, I'm pretty sure we already know that Cali is fucking just chaos and anarchy incarnate.
But at least it offered Shut Me Up by Mindless Self-Indulgence, which I haven't heard since I was in, like, middle school, and fucking love that song.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh. I guess the fucking cat's out of the bag. I might as well share you guys what I got. I got a lightning bowstring.
Of course you did.
Alright. It has 2 charges that I can expend, and they recharge at dawn. If I hit a target with the arrow I call to charge on, I get an extra D8 lightning damage, and they must make a con save. If they fail the con save, they are paralyzed.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Nice.
They have to spend their next the end of their next turn making a save.
So, you want to see the design of the new sword that I got for Drax?
Sure.
When I said beefy, I meant beefy.
I thought it was actually gonna be like a whole cow.
Shit. That's nice.
Isn't that technically an executioner's blade? It's
Technically, with a bit of embellishment, obviously.
Yeah.
But
it is meant for the decapitation, not for the stab.
Definitely not meant for the stab. Drax is not a stabber. He's definitely. I'm gonna try and slice through your entire abdomen.
That's definitely a meat cleaver.
Yeah, I believe that's called great cleavage.
Ace. Top cleavage.
God tier cleavage.
No, that'll be Thor's great sword.
Yeah.
I just found the Instagram of the person who did the lightning bowstring. They're called bonus_action on Instagram. They do all sorts of like magical items.
Ooh.
All right. So
yeah, so check out bonus_action on Instagram, and you'll find the lightning bowstring that I now use, as well as many other awesome items. Oh my god, these are amazing.
All right, so
I wish, Brian. Like, don't get me wrong, I was thinking about something like fucking pre Dragon Slayer Berserker, but at the same time I was like, bit cliche. I want something a little bit more flashy.
What were you saying, Sarah?
So I got this glass forever ago for a Halloween thing. It's a champagne glass, but I just poured red wine in it, and I realized how much more menacing it is now. It's got deep red wine poured in. I'm like, my bad.
It is spooky season.
Color.
Okay, so y'all know Cameo, right?
Know of?
Cameo, cameo.
No, Cameo, where you get celebrities will record a message for you.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about the game.
No, I was thinking about getting the doctor from Voyager to do a get well message for my roommate. Who, if y'all missed it, he's stuck in a hospital in Mexico with COVID.
Oh no.
Emergency.
Well, pneumonia from COVID, but
COVID pneumonia is what ended up dropping my dad. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks bad.
How's he doing?
Yeah.
Like almost, like he's almost.
He's getting there. He's tired as fuck, but he's getting there.
Yeah, the recovery period I've heard is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, you were saying, Brian?
Sorry, yeah,
yes,
Brian.
I was thinking about getting the doctor from Voyager to give him a get well message. I was thinking 7 of 9 first, but she's expensive.
Send me the link because that might be fun for my dad. Yeah. For your question, Brian, they actually moved up his date from the rehab. So he's supposed to be able to go home by October 2nd now, which is really good because before then it was the 5th. I'm hoping they're not rushing him out and making my mother do all the fucking work.
Yeah.
But he's very tired and doing the best that he can to.
You could probably look into work at home nurses.
He has to have a physical therapist and an occupational therapist come every week, almost every day. But my mom still has to do a lot of work with him as well. So, I mean, he's not even allowed to leave the rehab until he's practiced getting in and out of their car, moving up and down steps, and being able. So he needs to be able to walk to the house, get around in the house, and get in and out of the car before they release him. And if he can't do that, then he has to stay.
I say this on my hamster wheel.
I mean, he was in a coma for 2 weeks.
Yeah. No,
And they say for every day that you're in a coma, that's 3 days recovery. So that's how everything's going for us.
Yeah.
But my results came back negative, so I literally just have the cold. I have cold or flu.
A motherfucking mask, people. Wear a mask.
Yeah.
Okay, serious.
And don't travel.
Yeah.
Good up.
I'm making a mask for my dad to wear around that just says "wear your fucking mask" because he wants to.
Oh yeah.
He's just like, please make this for me.
Are we ready?
I believe so.
Yeah. I accidentally spoiled my own fucking magic item.
Oh no.
So I just told them. I can zap people.
Zip zap them?
Hey, it's less collateral damage than a bowstring that lights shit on fire.
Well.
Why
What
burn
everybody needs.
Why burn your enemies when you can electrocute them?
Lighting things on fire is fun, though.
Sierra's not that chaotic.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
I just realized I fucking ditched Darren again. I'm so sorry.
Devotion. What is the staff you have called?
Staff of the Magi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man's still mad at me.
Fucking dice.
And
No, I'm mad at the dice. I'm not mad at you guys. I'm mad at the dice.
No, you're only slightly mad at me because it worked. The die just helps. They're like, this is a terrible plan. Their dice are like, this dice are like,
Yes, it is. But go for it. Okay.
But yes, staff of the major.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand why I feel so hot and gross. I literally have both of my like little floor fans going, and one of them is aimed directly at me and the other is like currently circulating air. I don't understand why I feel so hot.
it is hot and gross here too, and I don't know why either, because it's like 70, maybe like.
Oh, it's supposed to be hot this weekend.
The humidity is on the rise.
Yeah. So, anyway, So, for Isla's tattoo, it does take a while. So we're gonna. Oh come back to that near the end, I think. So Sierra, you eventually do pick up your boat order. Drax, you do pick up your sword order. So you guys have those. Put them in your inventory if you haven't already. Sutha. Sorry. You had messaged me about potentially getting the dragon's tooth that you have made into something else. Do you want to do that before you join them at the Pig and the Pearl, or is that something that you were just planning on doing later?
Actually, can I do that before the Pig and the Pearl, just so that like I can wait for it to? I know it would take a couple of days to actually do that because it's like, you know.
Yeah. If you want to drop that off, honestly, you probably get directed to the same weaponsmith that Drax visited, because he does really good custom work with blades, and that's what you're aiming to essentially make the tooth into, is a specialized dagger thing. Sorry, words. So you also meet the small dwarf intern who gives you like his whole spiel in common about like what they can do with the blades. So how can I help you today?
Are you all right?
You're the tallest lady I've ever seen.
Thank you.
No, it's a good thing. I just, wow.
So, like, when she hands him the dragon tooth, does he like, okay, she hands him the dragon tooth. She's like, I would like this made into whatever sort of weapon I can get it made into.
Did you kill the dragon that this came from?
Perhaps?
You're awesome.
Or just really bored.
You did it because you were bored.
Actually, I did it because it was following us, and then this like priest guy like tried to get us, but I couldn't actually get him because some people were jumping off of walls and everything. But I did get. Never mind.
Wow. I know I'm just barely an adult, but do you have a husband yet? It's just eyes wide with honest to God like hero worship at this point.
Kids got taste.
Sutha, no. Sutha, he's only a kid. Sutha, you're only a kid.
I don't think you want to lose your head, mate.
Sorry. We can make this into what you want. It'll take about a day. So if you come back tomorrow afternoon, it should be ready.
Fear causes subject change.
Yep. Just like, what? Right, the thing you're here for, dagger. That's safe.
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Have a nice day. And like, I feel like the door is shorter than Sutha, so she like forgets because that was an awkward conversation, and like hits her head on the door and just like, yep, good day to you, sir.
Good day.
Oh, poor child.
And then she goes to the pig and boar because now she needs a drink.
Yeah, she needs a drink. So yes. A small detail for the tattoo artist tent. He put up a little sign that just said booked for the rest of the day, come back tomorrow. So presumably Devotion could have seen that and then would have been within range to get the message from Zinc at some point. So let's see. So I think it's Zinc, Arakiel, Sutha, and Devotion are at the Pig and the Pearl.
Where'd Darren go?
Darren, did you?
He probably would have headed that way too. He would have put on his Louis disguise, which was the person that he was the last time he worked there, and tried to get work there because Devotion had made the comment about trying to find out information about things happening in the north. Yes, so he's going to do that and see if he can get work back at the Pig and Pearl.
How
But he
far-
would have said that's what he was going to do before he actually left.
How far away is the Pig and the Pearl from the tent?
Let's see. If it's close enough to get Zink's message, I think it's got to be within. Well, it's got to be within 240 feet. So it's.
Because my telepathic range only has 120, and I think I last linked with Darren.
Yeah, I think it's about 200 feet. So you probably
Shit,
could have
I'm
checked
out of
in,
range.
like, yeah, I just rolled to see how much it was. So you probably could have checked in like as you were going to get your bow and then coming
Yeah.
back.
He
like,
would have said something before he left.
Okay. Because Sierra just feels bad, like, he came to find me and now I ditched him. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Does she say that or no?
Yeah, she said that she feels bad for suddenly ditching. Again.
You shouldn't feel bad for trying to help a friend through something that you've been through before, something painful. You should be proud of yourself. I'll see you in a bit.
Alright. Make sure Zink doesn't get my dad drunk.
Oh no, how long have they been there? I gotta go.
Okay.
And the message like cuts out as soon as he steps out of range. She just mumbles under her breath, "God damn it!" And I just angrily hurry my way back to the tattoo tent. I'm done. I'm good. Yeah.
Fair enough. So Darren, you probably come inside and see the rest of the party that's here, kind of all around a table. I think Zink, knowing Zink, he probably got like one of the nice cushy like circular booth tables in the corner, kind of thing. Arakiel's looking pretty good. He rolled really well on his con save, so he's looking fine. He's got like a mug of like regular ale in hand, but he's also got like a full meal in front of him. So he looks like he's doing pretty good. Looking a little like just kind of like, gods, I miss this. But yeah, so Devotion and Sutha have since joined by this point. They've seen you in this disguise before, right?
Sutha has.
It's been months, but yes, everyone's seen him in this disguise.
Okay.
Everyone except for Drax and Devotion and Isla.
Fair. And Arakiel, technically, yeah. Okay, cool. So Arakiel's just like hanging back, probably just listening to you guys kind of shoot the shit. I guess if you're at the table, roll me perception.
Well, I was actually going to be seeing if I can get a job and work and like try to like talk to people as the bartender.
Okay.
You know, people tell bartenders fucking everything.
Oh yeah. I guess roll me persuasion to see. You can have advantage because you've worked here before.
16 with reliable talent.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's busy enough that they can have another bartender. So yeah, he kind of like, it's you again. All right, hop on. That half kind of just, and he kind of just gestures to a bunch of like rah, patrons like on that half of the bar. That half.
I think I could handle a crowd like that. No problem. And he'll get to that and see if he can get any information at all.
Okay. Cool. I will. Yeah. So at the party table, woo. Zink, how heavy have you been drinking?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me a con save, just flat.
24.
Okay. You have not been sampling any of the strange and exotic brews. I feel like you actually got dinner and have been sticking to regular ale so far. So you are feeling good. You are not buck wild yet.
Not sober, not blackout drunk.
Exactly. You're buzzed. It's nice, pleasant. I think Arakiel's like right there with you. But yeah, so Sutha and Devotion, you guys have also been here for a little bit. I don't think you've been here long enough to need a contract, depending on how much you're drinking. I don't actually know if Devotion is drinking. You might be. No, fair not. Sutha probably is, but that's also because she wouldn't really be impacted that much by normal ale. Okay, cool. So yeah, so you guys are just chilling, having a good time, honestly. I think I think honestly Arakiel might just ask for like what you guys have all like been up to in general, and like what's been going on in the kingdom since he, was in captivity. Just to kind of get a thing. I think one of his first things honestly is going to be, so the current queen did the king pass and his wife is holding on for her child? I thought they had a daughter.
Yeah, I didn't really know there was a queen, until like I met her. So like, I don't know.
Fair.
I think there's like some sort of like, I think it's his daughter. Is that right? Off the table? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, the king and queen that had been ruling while he was last up on the surface died.
Yeah.
And from like a sudden illness, and their daughter was the chosen heir, so is the current queen by herself, has not married.
Yeah, she's really young and she's really, you know, she carries herself well and rules pretty fairly, I think. Also
God, I remember I was in town for her birthing, for her birth, actually, like the big ceremony that was conducted, because they always prepare regardless of the royalty of the child as soon as the chosen heir is noticed, because basically as soon as they open their eyes they know. um, I remember hearing from everyone about the tiny fierce girl up there. Lord or God, she was only 3 when I went under. She's a fully adult person. Just like
Yeah, time's a
Yes,
bitch.
Father, let it eat away at you.
Yeah, just I
Time is a
missed a
bitch.
lot.
But you're free now. What do you plan on doing? Are you gonna explore? Or are you gonna hunker down and
I plan to catch up on being involved in a family. It's going to be a little difficult because I know not everyone wants to have a father sort of dropped on them without warning, but hopefully
but that's and you've already surpassed the last one, so
I was gonna say agree to disagree, honestly. Oh, my dad was a traitor against the mines, and he had his head put on a spike. So I was told. I was like 4.
I remember that the mines were a thing. I'm glad to hear they were apparently destroyed because you're here. Yes?
I I want to say I escaped because I wasn't in the mines when I left, but like there was an ambush, and I was really little, and I kind of blacked out a little bit, but I ended up being on top of a dude, and my hand was like covered in blood, and I had a tooth in it, which is normal, which isn't normal because I don't have a mouth on my hand. But like that'd be really cool to have a mouth on your hand, wouldn't it? Anyway, my mom turned into a big bear. My Odin tried to do it.
It's from the other studio.
I give your mommy a cake, she turned to a big bear. My Odin tried to do it. If that's not pure mess, I don't know what is.
Damn it, I should have made Soother Scottish.
In another universe.
Another universe. Yeah, no, so like Soother's just like basically, she doesn't really know how to, she knows how to talk about it, but it's like, it's just like, yeah, I've gotten used to talking about it, but now she's just like, it ain't nothing but a thing.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. And so she's just basically, yeah, no, I was like 4 years old. There was an ambush. I hit a guard. I woke up because I apparently blacked out. And then like the chains were no longer around me. And then I actually met some nice warthog ladies that actually didn't turn out to be warthog ladies. And actually turned out to be the orcs that I live with now that I called the Sky Mothers. No men are allowed there. Sorry, mate. But like, yeah, it's been good times.
Quite the tale.
I don't have a tail.
Story.
Oh.
Life story. My goodness.
Also,
Well,
you missed necrotic. Apparently, there's this thing that brought us all together. Actually, kind of, sort of, maybe. There's this black stuff that's like taking over the world. And we don't know how to stop it, but we're learning how to stop it, or we're learning who's doing it. But some lady with like a broken eye, which is weird because how can you have a broken eye? It's either not working or it works. I don't know. That's a good question for Anna.
Oh no.
There's Isla just down in the corner, fucking dead after 2 hours into her tattoo.
Oh, baby. Probably.
Drax and Sierra are taking shifts holding her hand just to make sure she's still alive.
Honestly, like with Isla, like she's chilling, but like every once in a while, like she'd shake a little bit because pain and trauma. Yeah.
Sierra's just carefully feeding her pita bread to keep her awake.
Yes. Isla is fully awake. Hannah's falling asleep.
I feel that, man.
Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, honestly, I think Raquel just kind of like listens to y'all kind of explain what's been going on, what you're like doing and everything like that. And eventually is just sounds like you were on a hell of a quest.
Yep.
Ain't nothing but a chicken wing.
I feel you're going to go far with it, though.
Can we get some chicken wings for the table? Thank you.
Only if you come get them.
Don't make me come over there.
Try me, little man.
Do you just know everyone in this city?
We're pretty popular. I'll be
That's
right back.
Darren.
You guys want anything else? Any more drinks? Any more snacks?
Oh.
Yeah, that's Darren.
Handy.
Just pointed out that my boyfriend changes looks.
Yeah, he's kind of like
We're not
lizard that change their colors.
Looks, voices, love it.
Octopus?
No, it's a lizard.
Gecko?
Geckos change colors?
Never
seen Gary change colors.
A chameleon?
Yeah, he's like one of those. Deer the chameleon. It kind of rhymes.
Do you want anything harder to drink, Suther? Are you good?
I probably shouldn't drink too much. I'm kind of waiting on something.
We're on vacation. It's fine. Arakiel, anything stronger? You want some food?
I think I might have a mead. I don't believe after 24 years of abstaining that I should hop right back in.
Okay. I'll be right back. No one else. Oh, is Devotion with us?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, Devotion. You've been quiet. Do you want something? Or
I'm fine with water.
water? Are you sure you don't want tea or something?
I've been drinking tea most of today.
Okay. I'll be right back. And Zink is literally going to hop up on a bar stool and jump up and down until Darren pays attention to it.
Seriously.
I need a mead and a water and I don't know, like 5 more shots.
Of our group, who's getting water?
Devotion is getting water, and me. I'll take 2 waters.
Zink, just so you know, if you fall off that stool from jumping and sprain or break your ankle, I'm not going to heal it for at least an hour.
Who was saying that?
Arakiel.
Oh, did you come with me?
And we
You said you were jumping up and down on a bar stool.
Oh yeah, but at the bar.
Oh, at the bar. Fair.
No worries. If he falls, a lesson will be learned at some point.
He probably just says this to the others at the table, just like, if he falls and hurts himself, I'm not healing him for at least an hour.
Yeah,
well, that's fine.
I'd make it 2. Otherwise, he'll make you jump off a church steeple like he did with me.
I'm sorry?
Oh yeah, yesterday we jumped off a church steeple and I ended up flying for a little bit. But I'm actually getting used to it. But unfortunately there was no black unicorn, but that's okay.
Right, wild magic. Haven't heard that one.
Oh, Darren, do you have the things that are like when you pull them apart, they're like stringy and they're cheesy?
Stick.
Or
That's
the thing,
an order in the kitchen.
like the peppers and the cheese inside, and it's wrapped in bacon.
I'll put an order in at the kitchen. I'll bring over the drinks, but instead of the glass of water for Devotion, it's straight a glass of vodka.
Oh no.
Do I notice?
I'm fairly certain. My question is, do you react?
Zink hasn't brought it back to the table yet, and because he wants to do a shot with Darren first. But
We're doing shots of what?
Rum. House rum.
You tell him that you want to do shots with me?
Well, yeah, I ordered 5 shots, and 2 of them are for us.
Oh. All right then, sure. Drop it back. Go back to work. I'll let you know when the food is ready.
Thank you. He's gonna put down a gold piece, just because he wants to help you recover, and also, because I just ordered like a shit ton of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll bring Devotion his glass of vodka.
Water.
His water.
The finest mead.
Water. I had my back turned. Zink did not know I gave him vodka. I'm just gonna. He thinks it's water.
Yeah. And then I got the finest mead I could for Arakiel.
Fair enough.
And then Sooth and I have shots, and also there's more ale coming because we have a thing for the table.
Fair enough. Devotion, why don't you roll Constitution for me? See how badly this goes when you take a drink of your water.
Oh, that's the fine thing. I'm going to bring it up to my lips, as if I'm taking a drink. I'm not going to drink it. It's gonna be. I'm gonna make it look like I'm drinking it, and I'm gonna put it back down.
I can't believe you're drinking water at a bar in the middle of the day.
Well,
is everything okay, Devotion?
I
Suit
looked
the
away for
nudges-
half a second and then disappeared.
Sorry, cat.
I figured, but like I literally like looked down and then looked back up and then let's go.
Oh,
Um,
yes, visibility.
Complicated, but someone needs to be sober enough to drag one of you drunkards home.
Well, we just have to find the castle. It's the biggest building in the city.
This is a big city. You will get lost if you are drunk. Believe me, I know.
Sutha just
Also,
nudges.
Never fly drunk.
Sutha just nudges Devotion. Yes, Dad.
When you say never fly drunk, Zane gets this look in his eyes.
Oh God.
I'm just
No.
So
okay.
like, I have a question though. When Sutha says yes, Dad, and just like starts laughing, is there a reaction from Devotion?
Scared to smile. Like, pop. That was cute. He has a little smile on his face, like.
Anyway. Sutha clinks her shot glass with zinc, which, by the way, her shot glass looks like a freaking thimble. Yeah, they drink. Clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
So Sutha,
Oh.
Tyler today.
Should I be worried?
No, I just we can teleport to 3 more places now.
Oh, yay! Wonderful.
So we can go to Abalone, Amethyst, which is where we are now, Diamond, the Twin Cities, Methysylbularia.
That sounds like a disease.
I think it is. Mesobarathin and Moonstone.
Well,
every time you say that, I hear Rennie Baratheon.
Right.
Well, that's nifty. We'll probably use those. I can honestly say, awkward enough, I've never been to any of those.
Well, I mean, you've been to Amethyst, and we just came back from Mesobarathin.
Right. I've never been to the Twin Cities, and I've never been to Diamond.
Oh, I mean, I've been to Diamond a couple times. It's all right, and I've heard really good things about Abalone. It's like the 3rd ward. It's a Milwaukee reference.
Yeah, we don't go there. We steer clear of Milwaukee.
But it's so
Diamond is interesting. I'm not quite welcome in the temples in Diamond, but the city itself is enough. Funnily enough, the young orc I met that you actually helped free, Sutha, was from Diamond.
Wait, why are you not in the temples?
Because of my relations with Loki.
Everybody take a shot. He said Loki. No, I'm like trying to make a drinking game where, okay, so far I have it. If Sutha brings up her past life, you have to take a shot or a drink. If Devotion mentions Loki, gotta take a drink. If Zinc uses wild magic, gotta take a shot. If Flortma says, "What did you do?" take a shot.
Kingdom drinking game. Kingdom drinking game.
I'm
We'll
still trying to
happily
find something.
take that anytime. It tastes like liquid Red Hots.
When Isla makes a flower crown.
We will.
When
hope-
Isla makes
I
a
was
flower
about
crown.
to say either that or if whenever Isla makes a blind joke.
we will
This
work
flower
on.
crown.
We are working on the drinking game. We will post the details of it in the Discord later next week.
I think Drax should be something having to do with Thor.
Yeah. Zink is actually gonna
Every
try.
time Drax gets roasted, take a drink.
I'll be dead.
Zink is gonna in-game cast message just to see if he can reach anyone else who's not at the bar already, the tavern.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be either Isla, Drax, or Sierra.
Yeah. So if any of them
I
are,
think I said the inn was 200 feet away.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think you would be able to reach them. That's what I rolled.
yeah,
And
'cause
I'm still at the cottage.
the cottage. Okay.
We let Flortma.
Actually,
Flortman's
Zink.
been chilling with his tea.
Come on.
Sitting on the porch, just watching things go by.
I never finished my explanation. It was kind of raised your hand. When I was initiated into the order, all of the masters of the different temples came to see to my initiation because they had heard of an oddity in the order. Some were receptive and accepted my new way of life and my desire to end my connection to Loki. Some did not. Some also have a prejudice against my people.
Is Diamond one of those like uptight places?
Depends on where you go. But there are certainly quite a few there who we'll call them a bit closed-minded. But we need information inside the city. Perhaps our orcish friend we freed from the prisons will have made it home by then. Certainly hope so. Seemed like he was even younger than Sutha by a couple of years.
Wait, hold on. He was younger than Sutha?
Yes.
Was
He was
a baby?
almost. I think he said he was around 12. I mean, he'd been in the dungeons of Mezzobarathan since he was 10.
What in the hell?
He was say he was shorter than Sutha, but about her build. Orcs grow very quickly.
I'm gonna need.
And most of us die by the time we're 30.
I'm gonna get another round of shots. Are you good with your water?
Yes, and tell our friend at the bar no ice.
No ice.
What's ice?
Flortma just appears.
Florma, you joined us.
How is someone as heavily plated as you that quiet? I still don't understand. But yes, you'll get my point.
Okay. Our food should be ready by now anyway.
Hungry is definitely something that I.
Zink gets the drinks and the appetizers and checks in with Darren. And aside from that, goes back to the table, messages. I'll message Drax just to be like, hey, how's everything going? You can respond to this message if you want.
Now I have Sierra's voice in my head, now I have Zink's.
Everybody's. I think you guys have probably about at this point, because they've been there for a while, like enjoying things, drinking, whatever have you. I think you guys have got maybe like 2 hours left in her tattoo.
I think we're just with Isla. She's getting a tattoo. We've got about 2 more hours left of it. So yeah, we'll head down if you're not completely inebriated.
Okay. Do you want us to bring you any food or drinks? Or do you want to trade places or anything?
I'm good here. Get some side plates for Isla. She'll need them after the session.
Okay. Be safe.
Very well.
So real quick, so Darren, you I think made me a roll earlier for what you picked up, or if you haven't yet, then we can go ahead and do it now.
I haven't.
To
What
see
kind of roll is it?
So I think the closest equivalent, because we don't have a like a gather information roll technically. I think investigation or maybe persuasion, if you, depending on like how much you're actually talking to them, as opposed to and like trying to coax more info out, as
Yeah, I'd be
opposed to
trying to
just
coax
purely
it out.
listening.
No, I think I'd be coaxing it out.
Okay, fair. Yeah, so you can roll me with
Investigation.
persuasion.
Yeah.
With advantage because they're drunk and you're the bartender.
That's not terrible. 19.
Okay, fair enough. So from what you're hearing from the people, there hasn't been a lot of additional like high-end traffic coming into the city, which isn't surprising because the Queen's out on tour. So, you know, more of the nobles are like taking longer to come into town if they were already out, and some of the other ones are waiting until she gets back and is like going to be holding her full court of like events again before they want to like buy or upgrade any of their clothes accessories. So it makes sense. So a lot of the higher end merchants will wait until after her tour is done, and then there's going to be a big flood back in, and they'll make bank then. So there haven't been a lot of the high end merchants coming in. There hasn't been any talk of anybody new, at least not that you've been able to pick up, and nobody has died suspiciously either or suddenly. The most like I guess quote unquote high profile death is like an old magistrate died like surrounded by his family recently, but he was old. So you know, so nothing that would pique your suspicions more than they always are base level. um, I think honestly one of the things that you are hearing a good chunk of is you're hearing kind of the exaggerated versions of like the fantastical things that your party has been doing. so you're hearing rumors and like exaggerated stuff about yourselves, about like what you guys have been doing. So you've been hearing about like the group that took out a fucking like a couple of dragons out in Granite, you know, fought them like barehanded and brought the whole thing down and stuff like that. You're hearing about the people that swooped in to
First off, that's not over exaggerated. You pulled out an esophagus.
True, but you didn't bring the mine down on them. You're also hearing about the people that like swooped into Rose Quartz and like outed a traitor and restored peace to the city, who didn't even know they were being swindled. You're hearing about the group that like exposed deep corruption within Emerald's inner structures, and it resulted in the prospector and her lover taking their own life out of shame. You're hearing the tabloid versions of what you guys have been doing. And nobody really has anything like concrete. You just keep hearing like this group of people, like these adventurers, like and you hear like a couple of whispers here and there of like some people are like, I hear they're sentinels, and like, shh, no, that's not a thing. So no one really knows what to call you. It's just like that group at this point.
I may feed into those a little bit and make them a little bit more extravagant, a little more dumb.
Fair. Fucking do it.
Yep. And we just, I heard that blah, blah, you know.
Yeah, about the only thing that people agree on, because everybody has something different today. Some of them say that, you know, you've got a full orc tribes woman who is wearing a bear skin at all times and never speaks. You're also hearing someone say that you've got a huge like demonic like an actual devil that you called forth that does your bidding, and and supposedly like hears whispers of the gods.
Amazing.
You know, along with just like the menagerie of other people that you've got, including a literal like something like, no, I hear they've got like a chaos gremlin, like an actual little thing of chaos from the other realms.
I will 100% feed into that one and say he also always wears a tutu. Like, fucking yes.
So yes, so you're hearing this, you're feeding into this, which is fine. But yeah, like, but and like again, because they're kind of drunk, they're fucking eating this shit. I'm like, yeah, no, I heard that too. Yeah.
Yes, that's all I wanted.
But nobody has like any concrete names. Nobody has any concrete like descriptions of like, people beyond like these very vague, like stereotypical, like huge versions of you guys.
Mildly
and no one knows what
nervous
to
to
call
know.
you. What?
Mildly nervous to know what rumors have been spread about me now.
Let's see. Honestly, it's probably just that like they've got like a master archer who doesn't even need to see to pin you between the eyes at 100 paces or some shit. And who also can change her appearance in the blink of an eye.
That's only one part of that is true. And it's the change her appearance, nothing else.
So yeah. So you guys have got a whole lot just being said. But yeah. So
what about of the north? Any rumors from the north?
You're not hearing anything yet about Moonstone, which isn't surprising given how the place operates. You have heard that apparently Black Pearl is expecting a pretty good harvest this year of the pearls. Like it's one of those just like as the cycles kind of go, it's one of just the years that's kind of planned to be big, to kind of offset on the years when it has to be smaller, to make sure that the pearls and the clams and the oysters, sorry, have enough time to grow and mature and be healthy. That whole thing. So you are hearing about that. You're hearing that the weird like black stuff that was just like everywhere across the countryside seems to have kind of stalled out. So everyone's now just attributing it to like, yeah, there's probably some weird shit over in Diamond. They're always doing weird shit there, you know, all that experimental magic stuff. So people have found a convenient excuse for it, but it seems like none of it has like really surged further since you guys last heard about some of it. So there's that.
Anything regarding what might be fucking up devotion?
Mm-mm. Nothing of that.
Okay.
So
okay.
Cool. And one last pop over potentially. So back in the tent, back in the tattoo tent, y'all are kind of winding down. The guy's been working pretty consistently. I think that you're down to, at this point, it's probably about like the last half hour or so. Isla, I'm sure you are very tired.
She's like, she's laying down, just like.
Yeah, your back's like basically gone completely numb at this point. You don't really feel any of like the additional stuff that's been put in as you guys have been going. You've already had like your endorphin like surge and crash like 3 times.
Yeah.
You're tired. You have had snacks, which is good. It's helped you from like fully just like but it's been a long tattoo session, to say the least. But yeah, so I think currently Drax and Sierra are probably just still chilling in the tent there as you're sort of getting the work done. But you're getting close. Sierra, you can kind of recognize that his tempo has kind of increased a little bit. Not quite as much as it did when he was almost finished with you, but it is like in the end game. You can kind of sense from what you experienced before.
You're in the home stretch, Isla. It's almost done.
okay?
She's laying down, like holding their hands, just like.
Drax hears in his head, "Fucking say something, you idiot."
Never gonna get used to that. Isla, you faced off multiple dragons and you've faced off a cult of assassins. I think a tattoo is more than in your capabilities. You've got this, honey.
It's really not.
He hears in his head, "That's really the best you've got."
Well, when you kind of put me on the spot, yes. Now shush.
You can't tell me to shush. I'm in your mind, dipshit.
This shit's gotta stop.
Inside check!
It's never going to stop. Sierra's just smirking as she's silent.
Inside check on
On
both
who?
of them.
Both?
Both. I'm holding their hands while this exchange is happening.
It's not like you can sense what we're saying, though.
No,
but
you
I can
definitely
sense
get some
emotions.
emotional offshoot. Yeah.
Emotions. 24.
You can sense that Sierra's being a little
Rolled
shit.
a natural 19.
You can sense Sierra's being a little shit.
Yeah, and you can sense that Drax is getting annoyed because he doesn't like being put on the spot that much.
Oh my, how the tables have turned.
Isla, like, holding their hands and just really uncomfortable, just, like, pops her head up and just goes, "Can you two just knock it off already?"
My goodness, it's like every time that you guys walk into a room, you have to fight. Does this have to happen? Can you both just let your pride go? For goodness sakes. Ow, 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 ow.
Sierra gets up and walks out of the tent.
Drax is staying there. And I'm sorry about that, honey.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right. I need to have a talk with her at some point.
I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
No, you're... No, you're right. It's been nothing but fights recently.
When this is over, I'm gonna go apologize. She didn't deserve that.
I would say hold off on that until I talk with her, because I think a talk between us is long overdue. Just kind of looks on her back. It's looking good though, honey.
Yeah.
Just definitely don't lie on your back for a couple of days.
Okay. I'm sorry.
And it kind of like grips her hand, not tightly, but like comfortingly.
Squeeze.
Yeah, just a comforting squeeze. I need to apologize.
still my fault.
I don't think it is. Look. I'll have a talk with her, and once that's done, you can say what you need to say, but we will be having a talk at some point.
I don't want to make anybody angry.
Anger is an emotion that we will all feel whether we like it or not.
The last thing I want is to end up like my mother. That's the last thing that I want.
If you go anywhere near that path, I will snap you out of it like no tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
And she'll just squeeze his hand until it's done.
So once the tattoo finishes, it does that thing that it had done with Sierra, of where his voice kind of sounds like it has multiple layers over top of each other. And then there's a sort of pulse in the room, and it goes down the needles and into you as like a of like warm air. And then it's done. It's over. You're a little shaky, standing up.
Yeah.
You've been laying down for a while, and you've also had like a bunch of endorphin rushes, and then crashes. But it definitely looks great. And he like lets you know, like, you know, basically you just think like appear or disappear at it, and it will follow your command. And when you do that, it does it perfectly. And depending on how, I guess, it's just a little added thing, I guess, depending on like how your emotions are feeling at that time, it kind of dictates like the way that it disappears, whether it's like all at once or like a kind of a slow fade, depending on what you kind of want it to do. Yeah, so you have control over that part.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
She's gonna like try it out, be like, Drax, does it work? Does it work?
I'm gonna make it disappear.
Make it disappear.
Thor's beard. All right. Now reappear. That's hot.
She just blushes.
Jax kind of looks at the tattoo artist going, thank you.
Thank you. Haven't done one with that particular combination before. It was fun and gorgeous. I know you can't see it yet, but hopefully you know I did good work.
Jax will ask the tattoo artist, do you have any like soothing salves or ointments, at least to kind of like numb the pain for a little bit?
It shouldn't last much more than a day while your body sort of gets used to it. I don't have to stick them in very far, thankfully. But and also some to your friend there. If you mix, and he kind of pulls out a couple of things, so kind of smell a little bit minty. If you mix these together with some hot water and let it cool, should work fine. You shouldn't need it more than like a day or two. Maybe 2 for how big, but not more than that. Your friend might actually already be fine, but if she wants to have some for later, it's there.
Okay, duly noted. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Food and a drink, honey? Food and a drink?
Yes. Yes, please.
I think I know where. Well, I know where everyone else is, so we'll head that way.
Okay. To walk with him.
Walk this way. Talk this way.
I'll pop over to you guys going into the tavern in just a second. Sierra, where did you go after you left?
I just head straight for the tavern.
Okay, cool. So you'll definitely beat him there. And of course, you don't see Deeren himself, but you see a disguise of his that you recognize tending bar.
Did I actually recognize it? Because last time I saw him in that disguise, he and I weren't even friends yet.
But you guys were still traveling together because it was the last time you were in Amethyst Halls. Or one of the first times
I'm just trying to think if Sierra would have cared back then or not.
I mean, you can not recognize him if you want to. I just figured you probably
I'm
would.
honestly wondering if she would or not, because back then she didn't give two shits.
Fair. If you just want to go straight to the bar and not know, and Deeren can surprise you, that's also fine.
Sure.
Okay, you go to the bar. Somebody with a French accent comes up to you and says,
He probably would just put down a drink that he knows that she tends to go for. And give her a wink.
Insight check this fucker. I rolled a 2! God damn!
that sure is a bartender. He must think you're cute. You don't know who he is.
What a drink.
I appreciate it, sir, but I'm taken. And I push the drink away.
I'm well aware of that, my dear. It's been a while, love, since I've used this face, but it works when it needs to.
You just hear a voice in your head. Is that you?
Of course it's me.
And she'll start speaking normally. Sorry. I didn't really pay attention last time I saw you in this disguise, and she'll take the drink back and just immediately start downing it.
It's been months. I'm really not surprised.
She's already done with the drink. I probably shouldn't drink this much after getting a tattoo, but please pour me another.
Sure. And he will. And then just telepathically, because that's still there, I think.
Yeah, I still have the link between us.
Does he understand that's still there? I wonder.
You can try. I can choose who I link with and not link with. I can only be linked with one person at a time, so I have to constantly break links and reconnect them.
I think he would try it anyway. And just say buyer's guilt or buyer's remorse.
Not buyer's remorse. More like Isla's fed up with me and Drax right now, with our fighting.
I don't know what it's like having siblings.
He's not even my actual sibling.
Might as well be. You kind of act like my friends did growing up. Felt like cats and dogs. But always there for each other if needed.
It's normal, though, right, to fight every now and then? Isla's treating it like it's the worst thing in the world. Now I'm confused.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Like I said, I only have a limited scope of knowledge on it, but should be. Keep in mind, Isla feels emotions intensely and fully. I'm sure it's a little overwhelming every now and then.
Once again, this is why I wish I could shut my emotions off.
No, you don't.
I do. I'm tired of people being more knowledgeable and aware of what I'm feeling than what I am feeling. I don't like it.
He'll pour her another drink. And then just kind of lean on the bar so that he's eye level with her, eye contact with her. And just be like, you have no idea how wonderful you are at all. You'll figure it out.
I don't feel that way, but okay. And she takes the drink and slowly starts drinking it this time.
And he's been saying that all telepathically
Yeah.
because he's not going to drop his accent in the middle of the fucking bar. The drunk guy next to him going, hey!
Hey!
No, not doing that shit.
Makes sense.
And then he'll
Sierra's current state, denial.
And then he's gonna point backwards to the table and go, I believe your friends are over there.
Just add me onto the tab then, and I'll take my drink and head over to the table where everyone is.
Sounds like a plan.
Hello. I
Is
go
it
over to sit at the table.
The chaos gremlin.
How much have you had to drink, Zinc?
So much, but I've been eating too, so it's a good balance.
I look to Sutha, Devotion, Arakiel, and is Flortma there? I look to the four of them. Has he been eating?
You see him pop like a cheese thing in his mouth and like the gooey trail of it, like.
It's a mozzarella stick.
When he's not looking, I put extra carbs on his plate and tell him he has to finish it before his next shot.
That's smart.
Arakiel, like, might be my new best friend. Sorry, Flortma.
Zinc, I've only had my father back for less than 24 hours and you're already taking him away from me.
I'm not taking him, I'm just borrowing him. Oh, I got something for you, but I'm gonna give it to you later.
You know, I don't like it when people randomly get me gifts.
I know, but I think you'll like this one.
When will you guys ever learn? And I'm just taking a sip of my drink. Did you get anything new today, Sutha? I'm looking to Sutha. Get anything new?
No.
Insight check on her right now.
It's a Romy deception.
That's
She hasn't gotten it.
dirty 20.
No. Really?
I mean,
no.
You did put in an order for it, though.
But I didn't get it, and she asked if I got anything.
I got a dirty 20 on my
I
insight.
think deception just to cover your bases.
Fine.
You could still beat me.
Mother chucker. Oh, hold on. Getting a different one. Ooh, popcorn. Where's D20 when you need one? There it is. Natural one.
Sutha could not lie to save her life right now. So you see that she did indeed get something. And she's trying very hard not to talk about it.
Sierra just smirks.
I got a wedding invite.
A wedding invite?
Yeah.
To whose
To my
wedding? I'm hearing an echo right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Florma.
Weird.
The boy said I was tall and that he wanted to marry me.
You said no, right?
Well, I don't want to chop the poor lad's head off.
Okay, good answer.
Plus, like, he was really tiny. Like, didn't even come up to my knee.
Oh, bless his heart. Well, if you didn't get anything today, we got one more day in town. So if you want to, we can go shopping tomorrow. I'm totally just playing into her deception, even though I know the truth.
I'll go shopping with you guys. I want to check out weapons before we leave. Not that I don't have enough. And he like hides his like sleeves of like daggers / swing / blowguns.
Has anybody seen Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas?
Yes.
Yes.
He is literally that guy at the party who's just like still emptying out all the stuff he has.
Bag of holding, more like coat pockets of holding.
Sleeves of holding.
Yeah, sleeves of holding.
Coats of endless pockets.
I have like 4+1 daggers. I don't even know where I got them from.
I think that was back in Emerald or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last time we purchased +1 daggers.
Excuse me.
It seems like we have a lot of shopping to get done tomorrow before we hit the Black Opal, apparently. Yeah, Darren catched me up on that earlier.
Well, you know, I have an extra +1 longsword if anyone wants it.
Longswords really aren't my type.
Yeah, same.
What about you? And Cyril turned to Rakiel. Do you need any extra weapons?
No, the one I have is fine. I don't plan on having to use it once we arrive in Black Opal. So I prefer to put the money toward other things, for family things.
You could always pawn that off, Glotma, if you want. Or trade it in for something better.
I can hold on to it. Never know when I'll need it.
That is true, too. Well, Drax and Isla should be along soon. They had about another few minutes left on Isla's tattoo.
Speak of the devil, since we've only got a few minutes left, Drax and I walk in.
He must have been the last booking. I intended to see him today, but I'll have to come back tomorrow morning.
Yeah, sorry, it took about 4 hours of his time as soon as he opened.
Oh, I'm sure that's why I'm going to go first thing in the morning. I'm going to take up quite a good amount of time with what I have left.
One thing that sorry.
Yeah, I definitely recommend that. Get there as soon as you can.
I did see a halfling moving at about, I don't know.
I'm guessing he got a tattoo of haste or something.
Something like that. I've never seen something so small move so quickly, and I have 2 children. You'd be surprised how quick they are. But that is a dangerous. Glad I can fly.
Is
The
Drax
only
with
way I
an
would
earshot?
escape him.
Is Drax with an earshot of devotion, like recalling the halfling?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still need to watch for your kneecaps, by the way. And as soon as everyone turns around, everyone sees the immaculate new greatsword on Drax's back, and this thing is a beast.
Yeah.
Zinc is just trying to buy some goddamn soup. Sorry.
Soup?
That's not a bad weapon.
Is Zinc offering Drax a soup or Isla?
Oh, you said to get Isla some soup as soon as she came in, so that was what Zinc was doing.
She'll take it.
But there is a bowl on the table for you too.
Sierra just goes back to quietly drinking her drink.
Drax will turn to Isla. What can I get you to drink?
Just water. I'm fine. So.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Don't take mine. He kind of glances over at the bar. Yeah. Don't.
Wait, that means you can drink Devotion, because we only need one sober person, right? I'll go get the shots.
Which I would like to point out, you do not know it was Darren. It was a random French bartender who gave you a glass of vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who? What other bartender do I know who would give me a glass of vodka when I ask for one?
Also, Sutha said that was Darren.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot about that. You're right.
Susan outed me. He's just like, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Sutha kind of added you. My bad.
It's only taking one sip. He could smell it was vodka. Like,
Isla will like kind of like stand up and go, I got my tattoo, and then she'll like turn around and show it to everybody, and it looks really cool.
From across the room.
And she'll sit back down and eat her food quietly. So
Okay. We got 5 minutes left, so we can pick up on like any other role play we want to do like in the tavern next time. Cause many things. I feel like I shouldn't have like 2.5 pages of notes for downtime sessions, and yet here I am. Sorry. So we'll pick up on that next time. And I think the last shot we're gonna get this time. I think the last one that we're gonna get for this time is it's not exactly a last shot, it's a last audio. The screen goes it's a TV show. The screen goes dark, but the credits don't start rolling. And there's a very subtle kind of rumbling. And then there's a chanting in the background that kind of rises to the front that's similar to what we heard at the end of last time for like the congregation or whatever. And the congregation is just chanting over and over, by Lathander's will be done, by Lathander's will be done, just over and over for roughly 10 seconds before everything goes dark and silent and then credits roll.
Yay. We've gone 0 days without a fight. Verbal fight.
Okay, I was like, what? Like, no punches, what?
I mean, technically,
No physical contact.
Technically, I did. Saying it like this doesn't sound as good as it intended to, but I did kick a child. Technically speaking, I did fight a child briefly. It was for his own good. Oh, this is not sounding good.
I mean that's less combat and more instruction. It's more
But I did
instructionary.
technically kick it. Not come on, is it?
It's more an instructionary ass kicking.
Yeah, instructionary ass kicking. That sounds better. Doesn't sound better.
It doesn't.
And are you okay?
yes, there's just some asshole outside at 1 a.m. blasting his ratchet ass music. What are you doing?
You live in Florida. What else did you expect?
Saturday night.
Hate it.
It's a pretty good bass beat.
Alright.
How to say it sounds like West.
It's a quiet neighborhood.
Alright. It is late. A lot of us need to head to bed, so we're signing off for the night. Thank you guys for stopping in for episode 37 of Kingdom Chronicles. I will have it uploaded this Monday. We will see you all next Friday for episode 38, or we'll see you all next Wednesday for the rabbit hole. Sleep well, have a great rest of your night, and is it Friday yet? Mwah. We'll see you all next week. Bye!
Bye.